Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Your breaker for tonight's show.
Oh my God.
Likes long walks on the beach, candlelight dinners in his Patrick Mahomes jersey,
None are better than this one. The best quarterback in the world.
Oh, there
Patrick
he is.
Mahomes.
and staring at the messy posters over his bed, it's Kamen Entchev.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. Kamen Entchev here with Alex Neatling, Dom Pellegrini in the house as well. Ready for a massive, massive Thursday night show. So much good stuff in the break room. Brand new Vault series. One spot to go in the final pairing. Then it's the brand new series by itself in the room. All 30 boxes left. All the Vault keys. All the headliners. So many speed flexes. Customs. So much good stuff in that Vault series. Still got 3 speed flexes in the diamonds. The half and half has 7 flexes left in the final 14 boxes of that college series. We have some awesome stuff in the mini helmets, which are loaded. Jersey's about to run out, but Jamar Chase still left on a Thirsty Thursday. We also have basketball, NBA Finals tonight. 6 to go in our basketball series. Karl Malone still left. Cannot wait to get started. How we doing tonight, gentlemen? How we doing?
Terrific, Kamen. Glad to be here as always. Excited for the breaks that are going to occur tonight. We got a lot of great stuff at the room, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
Yes.
we do. Dom, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Happy Thursday to everyone out there. First day of the NBA Finals. Let's get this basketball series out of the room. And then maybe we have some hockey.
Hockey, the hockey heads.
Hockey.
That's coming up next. I'm going to go ahead and make the Chase wheel spin. It's going to be an auto wheel spin. It's not going to be 2 this time. I'm going to put them together on one list, but the basketball folks do have the advantage of it being a cheaper break. So the basketball double still gets in ×2, the single ×1. The other Chase would be the half and half. So it's going to be half and half plus hoops. How about that? If you start with H, you're in the Chase wheel spin tonight. So they'll be all part of one wheel spin for all the half and halves and all the basketball breaks we sell out. So I'm just going to do our dice roller here, looking for 6 or higher on the dice roll, and then we'll probably have that vault 1 to go.
1 to go in the vault.
1 to go in the vault. That is coming up. Thank you, Alex. 2 and a 4, 6 on the dice roll. 6 on the dice roll. Excellent. The Chavi number, Dom, just for you. Chavi, that's your guy. So let's do a tour of the break page. Gosh, Dom, I see something you were going to like. I know Jeff August, Josh Andres will like it.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh my God, it just sold out, so that is coming up. So I'll save the rundown for after the break. But we have a incredible Brett Favre helmet. It's got that like sort of like rip and drip to the bottom of the helmet with that green visor Tony Gonzalez, Hydroflex, Ray Lewis. This is so much good stuff. Is there 2 Ray Lewises in this series?
Ooh.
That's interesting. I haven't seen that before. But it is saying 2 Ray Lewises in this series, unless it's that Ray Lewis helmet twice. But that is super nice as well. Emmett Smith, Speedflex, Tony Gonzalez, available in this deep vault. That Adrian Peterson is absolutely sick as well. So a lot of goodies in that series. And actually, I'm guessing when you have the new one up by itself, you have the videos in there already, Alex?
Yes.
We'll look at those when we get to that new series. So I actually just need 1 box number. Vault, drop me a box number from the new series, because it's the last box in the old series, which would be 4. So everything is left in the new series. So I need 1 through 30 for that new vault, guys. Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking on this vault break. And are we okay over there?
Something's
Yeah.
the orders page, but
One thing I would try the Internet Explorer.
okay.
And see if it pops up. Did it work for you over there, Dom?
It's still loading right now.
Okay. I told him to try the Internet
I was
Explorer.
able to at least get this breakup for you, Kamen.
Yeah, perfect. That's good.
So, but yeah,
Mine is, well, hold on. I was going to say mine is working.
The internet.
Internet, I think, is working, Dom.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a shop.
I think it's Shopify. So hopefully it comes back up. Mine is like loading, so maybe it'll get there. But Vault Break is ready. Parker Taylor, Josh Rouser, Charles Quint, Logan Rowe, Teddy Butler, Donna Reagan, and John Takamura. So let me know, guys, on that box number. Nope, the Shopify is not working here either. Everything is left in the vault, Moses. Every single headliner is left. We just got our last pairing done, and it was only no boxes open in the new vault. So it's going to be the first box of the new vault. Everything is left. So, Chuck, I need 1 number. Because we have 1 box from the old set. I see you have 7 and 11. I need 1 number, my man.
This technical problem on Shopify.
Let me check it on my phone, too, because I do have it pulled up on my phone. Let's see. So,
Yep,
which
I
one
got
would
that-
you like?
I got that one done.
7 or 11, Chuck? 7 or 11? I'm going to put this in the break room channel. Just so, not that I don't think you can do anything magical. 7, he says. Thank you, sir.
Here's box, the last one. The old one. 7 in deep ball.
Yes, 7 coming up. So hopefully the Shopify. Let me know, guys, if you're having any issues ordering right now. Actually, let me try on my end if I could add the cart. So let me know if you guys are having any issues ordering at all. Yeah, our Shopify seems to be acting up a little bit, but usually that's something that gets fixed within 30 minutes, hopefully less in our case. So if you're trying to order, let me know if your orders are going through or not. I'll still be able to do a tour of the break page, though, so that will keep us busy while hopefully Shopify gets corrected. All right, guys, 6 times on the way for our first break of the show. Oh, what the heck? Hold on. Let me make sure I copy and paste the right list here. All righty, so Parker Taylor down to John Takamura. Good luck, guys. We got 5 and 6 clicks. Josh Rouser has the NFC North. Right below the NFC South is Charles Quint. John Takamura, NFC East. Parker Taylor, NFC West. Donna Reagan, AFC North. Josh Rouser, AFC South. Logan Rowe, AFC East. And Teddy Butler, AFC West. Good luck, guys. Let's have some fun here in our vault break. Looking forward to some heat here in the break room. It's up and running now?
It's for right now.
All right, good. Good to hear. We are up and running here in the break room.
Yeah, for the moment.
Looks like it's going for now. All right, this is the last box in the old vault. How about it, Teddy? We have Dave Casper the Ghost, the Hall of Fame tight end for the Raiders, the AFC West. Nice lid right there, Teddy Butler. Very nice, Teddy. Very, very nice on Dave Casper. That is an authentic right there. Full-size authentic on Dave Casper. Coached by the great John Madden back in his day. Dave Casper has me pumped for that Madden movie coming out with Nicolas Cage here in the near future. So very nice. Christian Bale's Al Davis. Then real quick, if I remind you the first time, Alex, I think you'll get it. Hopping off Teddy's name there.
Oh, yes, sir.
That's his the one thing Alex is great at everything. The only thing he mixes up is the smallest thing you can mix up.
And
so we're good.
Leaving on the person's name, yes.
Right?
Gotta work on that. The Shopify is still being a little silly there, Kamen. So.
Okay. All right, so congrats on the Dave Casper Teddy. There's a brand new pen right here. Brand new pen. Look at that. Nice job, Teddy. One more box coming up here in the double box break. And then, yeah, all the headliners left in that new series. What's up, Charles? Nice, says Teddy. Nice indeed. Very, very nice indeed, guys. Such an awesome, awesome lid right there. The classic Raider lid, as we say here with Dom, right?
Is that authentic?
Authentic, yes, sir.
Damn, very nice.
Dave Casper Authentic.
You get a nice fit.
Uh-huh.
More section.
All right, the second box here in the Vault Double. This is the first box in the new series that has every single headliner left, and all of them are stunning. Low-key, aesthetically, the Favre helmet might be my favorite.
Yeah.
It is very, very clean. I know it's not a speed flex, but it is very, very nice, Mr. Brett Favre. All right, we are starting with I believe it's a full-size authentic lid. Oh, that's the way to do it here. That's the way to do it. Bear down, baby. Jim McMahon on the Bears orange helmet. Ooh. Josh Rouser, the King of the North, the Super Bowl champion quarterback, Jim McMahon, the only Bears quarterback ever to win a Super Bowl. That is very, very nice. Really good player, too. I mean, his NFL career was cut short by injuries. But if you watch this guy in college at BYU, had more than 30 college football records.
Yeah, absolutely.
So college football Hall of Famer. Nice to get Josh Rouser on Jim McMahon. I did see the helmet. Congratulations, Charles. You better sell that triple sign Redskin helmet. So very nice, my man.
Jim McMahon, just a tough guy, too, man. One of the toughest dudes in the NFL to play, I think.
Punky quarterback.
Yeah.
My favorite Jim McMahon story.
What's that?
You know what that is?
No, I haven't heard.
Dom should get in here to hear this one.
Hear it.
So Jim McMahon, besides being the starting quarterback for the 85 Bears, he was Brett Favre's backup quarterback when Favre won a Super Bowl against the Patriots.
Oh, wow.
And the Packers team went to the White House, and Jim McMahon wore his Bears jersey. How about that?
That is crazy.
I love that.
That's kind of a cool story.
Legend here in Chicago. I'll let this one marinate. I love the Bears orange. It's not going to be in the final hit video. But, give this helmet, this player some respect here early in the night. The great Jim McMahon.
That's right.
Very, very nice lid. I'll go ahead and give you guys a top to bottom rundown, a little tour of the Ultimate Autographs live break room. So we should definitely have some heat here in the break room. Let's take a peek-see here. So randomizer going up, guys. Here's the brand. Have you put up the brand new series? I know we're having some issues here. So Alice will get that up in a second. I know our Shopify is going in and out, but that should be active in a second. But you guys will see what the new series is all about. This is an incredible series, the Deep Ball Helmet Series. Got so many awesome quarterbacks, of course. Hall of Famer Terry Bradshaw, the best lefty ever, Steve Young. There's a Brett Favre custom helmet right there. Josh Allen on a Speed Flex, of course. Adrian Peterson on that custom beautiful lid as well. So many good names in this series. Strongly recommend these for sure. So a lot of goodies here in this Deep Ball Vault series. I strongly recommend this one. It's been the hottest break in the room, the Deep Ball, and that is definitely one to go after. Trying to get confirmation from our staff here about the Deep Ball Vault. I believe it's just one Ray Lewis helmet in there. I'm guessing that's just the two different sides of the helmet. But I'm taking a peek from the message that I have with them. It is going to be... That's actually a Ray Lewis vinyl helmet. Ray Lewis vinyl helmet. How about that? How cool is that? A Ray Lewis vinyl helmet here in the break room. That's an incredible helmet. So get that vinyl Speed Flex. Ray Lewis, NFL's all-time tackle leader. We got LaDainian Tomlinson with the 06 NFL MVP inscription. NFL's all-time leading rusher, Emmitt Smith, the greatest cowboy ever on a Speed Flex. Edgerrin James, Lunar Authentic. The Tony Gonzalez Hydro, most catches and receiving yards ever by tight end. Puka Nacua on that clean rave. Antonio Gates on the STS. Josh Allen Speed Flex in that custom. Adrian Peterson with that Viking horn coming out. That is super duper clean. And it is active. It is active. Doubles up. Singles up. Quads up. Here's a closer look at that Ray Lewis helmet. That thing is just absolutely incredible. Look at the gold Ray Lewis across that lid. That is very, very clean. Here's that Hydro Speed Flex Tony Gonzalez. Beautiful, beautiful lid right there. I love that one for sure. Maybe the best tight end of all time. And how about this one, Dom? Even you can't say anything about that Viking helmet. Adrian Peterson, arguably a top 5 running back of all time. Look at the back of that helmet, man. Vikings, Hall of Fame, skull on the front. That is insane right there.
I thought he was better as a tight end.
Is that right? I thought you were going with the Washington career or the line career, maybe.
No, that is sick.
He played on a lot of teams, but his best, obviously, the Vikings. Heath says, awesome photos of Lewis in that visor. Yep, I'll get to that, Charles. I'm focused on the moment right now and all these sick breaks, my man. So the new vault is 30 boxes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 photoed headliners. Ray Lewis, Emmitt Smith, Tony Gonzalez, Josh Allen, Adrian Peterson, 5 Speed Flexes, plus a custom Favre in those 30 boxes. We have 5 vault keys with bonus gift cards. And we also have 3 secondary headliners, including your boy Sam Laporta, Alex.
That's right.
So 15 and 30 chance at a photo headliner or a secondary headliner, 20 and 30 chance at a headliner or a vault key in that awesome, awesome series. We do have ourselves the practice squad, which is still loaded. We're down to 19 boxes left. We got 8 total headliners, 7 are photoed, and 6 of them are authentic helmets. We have the Kurt Warner full-size replica helmet, the Hall of Fame quarterback, and then the rest of these are authentics. Bijan Robinson, top 10 running back today, authentic. One of the most famous, athletes ever, dual sport, Bo Jackson, that's authentic. A.J. Green, STS, authentic. Very, very clean. Aaron Donald, the best defensive tackle ever on the classic Ram helmet. Shannon Sharp on that camo. One of the best tight ends to ever play the game. And Alex, Amon-Ra St. Brown still available.
Yeah. The sun god.
Top 5 receiver in the game for as little as $48 on that classic line authentic.
That's right.
Ancient Crocker, what's a vault key? So a vault key, as you'll see in the vault listing, basically the vault key is a bonus gift card. There's 5 boxes in the series that have a vault key inside. Once a vault key is found, the winner of that box will be able to select one of the vault boxes labeled A through E and get a chance to win an Ultimate Autograph gift card. So there's 150, 2 100s, a 200, and a 300. 300 being the highest amount. You win the helmet plus the vault key. Those usually come with the full-size replica helmets that are not headliner names. So a little bit of bonus money back. Think of it that way. Diamond helmets are still loaded. We got ourselves 14 left, 4 photo headliners, but 3 of them are Speed Flexes. Kurt Warner on this beautiful blue chrome with the yellow face mask, the yellow visor, and that is an incredible helmet, Kurt Warner. Then we got ourselves the Darrell Revis Hydro Speed Flex with the Revis Island, one of the best corners of all time on the Jets, Jets. There's a Derrick Henry Speed Flex, King Henry, the best running back of a generation. Got a big contract extension earlier, and he's worth every penny, and then some, Derrick Henry. Bijan Robinson on that clean slate. Mr. Fantasy, the future of the Falcons, and I said it last night, the best running back of his generation, right?
Yeah,
By the time, Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, the previous generation, this generation, it's Bijan and probably your boy Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, I would say so.
Some of the best guys. Talk about a first-round pick gone well for a running back. Both of those guys, terrific draft picks, terrific helmets, worth a lot of money, and rising.
Jacobs?
Josh Jacobs is good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, also good.
Yeah.
I think Robinson's better.
Oh, yeah.
But Jacobs is good too.
I just know there's a Packer bias. So.
Sure, Dom. Brian Thomas Jr., one of the best young receivers in the league, third in receiving yards last season. Absolutely terrific as a secondary headliner. And then here's the series we're sleeping on, guys. We have 4 to go in the double. We have 5 to go in the quad. This college half and half is stunning. Maybe tonight's the night we get this moving with the 2 big college fans in the room, Dom and myself. Such an incredible series. 14 boxes left. All 14 are authentics. We got 10 headliners total. 6 are photo. We have 7 speed flexes. So we have 5 photo speed flexes. Derrick Henry on that Bama speed flex. Heisman Trophy winner on one of the most iconic college helmets. If you're a football fan, you got to have at least one Bama in your PC. That is part of college football royalty.
That is right.
Jamar Chase on that clean LSU speed flex. Maybe it's the Mizzou in me, but the yellow, the gold, Biletnikoff Award winner, Derrick Henry, Jamar Chase, both guys that will be pro and college football Hall of Famers. Josh Allen, Wyoming speed flex. That's where it all started for Josh Allen. The only school that wanted him, which is crazy to think about. All these, big programs with, quarterback issues, right? Wyoming got Josh Allen.
Cowboy.
That is crazy, man. The greatest Wyoming Cowboy of all time.
Love that helmet.
I'm sorry, Jay Novacek. Sorry, Jay. Jay is a legend too, but not Josh Allen level.
3 rings for Jay.
They get 3 rings. Cowboy legend Jay Novacek. Literally cowboy. Wyoming and Dallas Cowboy.
No kidding.
Bo Jackson, speed flex. You want to talk about college football royalty? Heisman Trophy winner Bo Jackson. We get a lot of Bo Jackson Raider. We got a lot of Bo Jackson, Auburn. We don't get the Heisman helmet all that often. I like that one. War Eagle. Steve Young on the BYU speed flex, the best lefty quarterback of all time. Secondary headliners, Bruce Smith, most sacks ever, Terrell Davis, one of 9 2,000-yard rushers, George Kittle, one of the best tight ends in the league, and then Tyreek Hill, maybe the best receiver of his generation. It's him and Devontae Adams, probably in this generation.
Yep.
So, quad, double box, great questions, Agent Crocker. So, a double box means that if you get in, it's twice as expensive as a single box, but 2 boxes are coming out. You keep your same division for both boxes. For example, in this college series, Wyoming Cowboys and BYU Cougars is the same spot. You can get into the double for less than $300, and you get the Josh Allen helmet and you get the Steve Young helmet. Those 2 combined are worth well over $2,000, between $2,000 and $3,000 in autograph value. Those 2 combined, you get it for just $290. For example, in the vault break, you jump in the vault double, which is $184 looks like for the vault double. You get in here. Can you double check that? Is it $184? So the single is $92 then?
I'll
for
double
this
check
double?
really quick. I will
Let me see if we have the single here. I just want to double check that's correct. That sounds right. Maybe it's a buck cheaper. Maybe we're saving money. I don't see the single up too. If you get the single up,
we're running into
I
some
got you.
obstacles. Yeah.
I got you. You're no worries. To double
We'll get
check
it.
that. But 184.
It's actually impressive you got those 2.
Yeah, good
know.
job getting those
I
up.
know.
So $200, less than $200. For example, you get the NFC North. You get the customized Adrian Peterson Speed Flex, which a custom helmet like that with all the artwork, we're looking at roughly $1,500 in value, give or take. You tack on the Brett Favre helmet, which is, probably north of $1,000 with that custom drip. Now we're looking at roughly $2,500, maybe more. Again, $2,000 to $3,000 in value if you get both helmets with one spot, the NFC North. Randomized divisions, you keep your same spot. for both boxes. You can double up with maybe the two best tight ends of all time, Tony Gonzalez and Antonio Gates in the AFC West spot. That's a pretty good double up. Charger fans, you could double up as well. Damian Tomlinson and Antonio Gates. And John, actually, there's only one vault double. Alex will draft this up when he gets a second, but first priority, Alex, is to get the vault single up.
Yep.
So we're having a little bit of tech issues on the side. Shopify is being a little bit mean, but this vault double is sold out. It's going to go into draft as soon as we get a second here. But this is one vault double that is active, guys, in the brand new series with all the headliners available. Diamonds went over this half and half college. Basketball is down to 6 boxes left in the series. Keep in mind that every live break spot purchased in this series is an entry into a top spot drawing. The winner of the top spot drawing will then receive a $5 gift card for every three-point shot made during the finals. Last year, the gift card would have been $5.90. So that's a lot of money.
I'm expecting a lot more threes. And I know everyone is on the Thunder, which I am too, but I think the Pacers at least make this a 6-game series.
That's what I have too.
So I think we'll see some more money.
A lot of threes. We have a guy in here that, did a lot of 2-point work, but one of the best ever at it. Top 5 scorer all time. Karl Malone on that Jazz license jersey is the one headliner left, but a lot of other good stuff in that Beyond the Arc basketball series. Went over the practice squad earlier. Here's the jersey break. 3 jerseys left. One of them is the Triple Crown winner, Jamar Chase from last year. And then we have a secondary headliner, Fred Taylor, as well in this awesome, awesome jersey series. Then the mini helmets are still pretty loaded. We're down to 19 minis left. We have 6 photo headliners, double up options in the AFC North. Jamar Chase and Ray Lewis, one spot, $50, 2 mini helmets. That is really, really good. And then we have ourselves the Darrelle Revis still, one of the best corners of all time. Marshall Faulk on that clean slate. One of 3 guys with 1,000 rushing yards and 1,000 receiving yards in the same season. We got the Juice O.J. Simpson on that Buffalo Bills mini. We have Emmitt Smith, NFL's all-time leading rusher on that Cowboy Flash. So a lot of good stuff in here, guys. Come and get your spots. Let's have some fun here in the break room. Would you have the mystery box tab open as well? You could purchase our replica helmets as personals, our minis, our jerseys. You can actually purchase our college replica helmets as personals too, with all the headliners still available except for Ricky Williams. That includes Tyreek Hill, AJ Green, Warren Moon, LaShawn McCoy, Jameson Williams, Heisman winner Tim Brown, Jordy Nelson on K-State. Never seen that before, Dom.
I love it.
I know your eyes are oohing and eyeing there on the Packer former receiver. Michael Vick on Vatek, Chris Olave, Jared Verse, OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. on the clean LSU, Joe Theismann, my boy, with the Shamrock. Awesome college
That
win.
might be Theismann, though.
It's Theismann.
It's Theismann.
Or is it Thiesman? I don't know. Earl Campbell with the Heisman Trophy inscription, and then Hines Ward as well. That is the rivalry game replica helmets. We have our NFL replica helmets up as well. So many legends: Bo Jackson, Kurt Warner, J.J. Watt, my other guy, Warren Moon, A.J. Green in here, and then all the Williams, Kyron Jameson Williams, and we got ourselves also Ricky Williams. So minis and jerseys up as personals as well. Then the headliner package, $1849.99. You get 1 mini, 1 jersey, 1 rep, and 1 authentic. 4 headliner names for less than $1,500. So get yourselves going, get your spots, and let's have some fun. We close up a series, Charles. We drop a new one. That's the way it's done in the break room. You guys close up the half and half. We'll drop a series. You guys close up the basketball. We'll drop a series. It is looking like low-key, I'm not even kidding right now. I know there's 30 boxes left, but I actually think the best chance to close out a series tonight is the vault. We can get all 30 of these done. Actually 29 now with one already being done. With all the headliners left, 12 photo headliners in 29 boxes. This vault is absolutely loaded. Let's talk about what the best helmets are here. What do you guys think? Alex, Dom, what stands out in this vault series?
Okay, that Ray Lewis is dope, first of all.
Uh-huh.
Especially with the visor, him on the visor. You know what I'm going to say, man. Go back to the graphic with all of them.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What are you going to say?
The Steve Young, man. The Steve Young.
You love Steve Young. He loves Steve Young.
I'm all about the names, especially if he's your guy. But yeah, if I'm going off of how they look, aesthetics, right?
Sure.
Tony Gonzalez, the Brett Favre, and the Ray Lewis definitely are eye-popping, right? Would you agree?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, those are dope.
These are sick.
I would say Adrian Peterson too, but the other one's just
So,
that one's pretty cool
It's
too.
hard to pick between Ray Lewis and Adrian Peterson. I'm only going to pick Adrian Peterson because, Dom's over here, and I got to pick a Viking for Dom. So Adrian Peterson is my pick. That is the best helmet in the series. I do love the Ray Lewis. Don't get me wrong. I do love it. It's an incredible helmet, a vinyl speed flex. That actually might be my third favorite, though. I think it's because I love green and yellow because it's my college and high school colors. But I low-key think the two best helmets in the series are Adrian Peterson and Brett Favre.
Yeah.
And those two helmets combined are worth, well over $2,000. You get them for less than $200 in the vault. Like if I'm playing the break room right now, I'm in that vault double and I'm in that vault quad. You can double up, triple up, quadruple up. You got options galore here in the break room.
That's right.
Me being a Packer guy, says Teddy, I love me that Favre, that Ray Lewis and AP or something else, though, right? They are something else. These are really cool lids. And actually, the Hydro Tony Gonzalez also is very, very cool. The yellow and the red together on that Chief lid. So it's a great series. You actually, my God, look at the AFC West.
Yep.
You have LaDainian Tomlinson, Antonio Gates, Tony Gonzalez. You get in that quad break, you can win 3 photoed headliners in that break. Plus, there's a Marcus Allen as a secondary headliner, so you can actually get 4 helmets for less than $400 in the quad. And the NFC North, all we're missing is a bear because we got Brett Favre, Adrian Peterson, and we got your boy Sam Laporta in here too.
Oh yeah,
that is a triple up option. Again, if you're thinking about playing the double or the quad, you got to play it at the beginning of the series. When it's early in the series, we have more chances to double up, triple up, etc. For example, you can get a Ray Lewis helmet and a Terry Bradshaw in the AFC North as well. So a lot of good options, guys. Look at Steve Young and Puka Nacua in the NFC West double up.
I know.
So very cool.
Plenty of opportunities there.
Charles, I watched the video of your groundskeeping. It was terrific.
Charles,
awesome video.
Very impressive.
I know the guy split it earlier today, so I love how you got up real quickly, Charles. It was an awesome, awesome video.
Why do we fall?
As they say, it's not how you get knocked down, it's how you get back up.
That's what Dwayne Wade said, right?
Alfred, the butler, why do we fall? So we can pick ourselves back up.
I think it was D. Wade said, fall down 8 times, get up 9 or something.
Yeah, that's
classic.
I like that. Yeah.
Classic. I know it doesn't make sense, Tom, but that was like a commercial.
I like it.
It's a good commercial.
What about
So-
10 times?
Yeah, I was gonna say what
Why
happens.
not
when
10?
the
Why
ninth
not
knockdown?
11? So that vault is 5 to go in the double. Drop that link in. I'm thinking that could be our next break here. Vault double, 5 spots to go, guys. Let's get that break knocked out tonight. Otherwise, what else is close right now? It's 4 to go in this college double. You guys know the drill. We get that down to 3 or less. It's going to go pretty quickly. And by the way, in case you missed it, Dom saw it as well, Charles. Don't worry.
I got you.
So there's the Wyoming helmet and a BYU helmet. That could be Josh Allen and Steve Young. And actually, Georgia Bulldogs, there's a secondary headliner, Terrell Davis. So in the quad, you can actually get 3 helmets with that 1 spot. And then actually, take a look at this too, guys. Take a look at this. We have the LSU spot, which pairs with the Purdue spot.
Yeah.
Which means that, again, $290, you can get the Drew Brees and the Jamar Chase in the college double. So I'm always thinking about the double box breaks. Where could you win multiple items with only 1 spot? And these are like massive names. We're talking about Drew Brees, 2nd all-time in passing yards, passing touchdowns, top 5 quarterback of all time. By the time Jamar Chase is done playing, he will be top 3 all-time in receiving yards.
Yeah,
So you can double up with 2 iconic names in that college half and half. You can double up with arguably 2 top 10 quarterbacks of all time by the time it's all done. Josh Allen, Steve Young, 1 spot, 2 helmets, both speed flexes, the most expensive helmets in the game. And I still think that NFC North double up in the vault. Brett Favre, Adrian Peterson, top 5 all-time in passing yards, Brett Favre. Top 5 all-time in rushing yards, Adrian Peterson. Former teammates, yes, with the Vikings. Had they been teammates together longer, they would have won a championship together. Or if there wasn't a bounty gate, maybe as well.
Favre was a little younger.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like a younger Favre and Peterson together in the prime for longer, we'd be looking at multiple rings.
As much as I love Amon Green, that would be the best running back he ever played with easily.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about that. Sorry, Amon Green, Dorsey Levens, and co. So 4 to go in that double box. Aaron Rodgers, by the way, former Packer, going to go to Pittsburgh is what the reports are. Not official, but looking pretty official. Aaron with the Steelers, which I think will have a bounce-back season. I always say quarterbacks go to die in New York, especially with the Jets especially. Brett Favre was bad with the Jets. Came on the Vikings and regrouped pretty goodly, right?
Yep, yeah.
Crazy that college series is still left with what's been... Yeah, it's crazy, Jacom. It is crazy. It's a great college series. I don't get it. College is awesome, and college helmets are harder to get. You don't see them as often. So I do agree, Jacom. It is kind of wild. The college series is still there.
Preach, Jacom. We've been saying it all week.
Preach.
Man. Preach.
5 to go in that single box in the practice squad, too, by the way, which that is coming up. I know we talk about the Speedflex helmets worth over $1,000, but a lot of these standard authentics for headliners, we could be looking at $500, $600, $700, depending on the player and the helmet. I mean, even if it's the $500 ones, for $48 in a single, come on now.
Can't beat it.
Bijan Robinson, Bo Jackson, Aaron Donald, Shannon Sharp, Amon-Ra St. Brown, all are awesome headliners. If left tomorrow, I'll get a spot, says Jacom. You can actually get in that college series, Jacom, a George Kittle Iowa helmet. I know you're a big Hawkeye fan, Niner fan. George Kittle on the Hawkeyes could be a speed flex too, by the way. George Kittle.
Yep.
Yeah, getting the orders in as best you can.
Yeah, every now and then I'll check back and some will come in. So slowly but surely. And as we close up the series, I'll post them.
I have an idea potentially maybe that could help a little bit. I don't know, Dom, if you want to take a photo and you can see the name and order number if he's not able to copy and paste it in time. So next time he pulls it up, you can take a photo with your phone.
I got you.
That's just an idea.
No, hey.
Yeah, get those in now, but that way you can kind of get a mass look at orders that came in, and then that time you can just physically type them in.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, just could be get multiple at once. So we are getting close on that vault. 1 to go on that double box vault. So knocking on that door. Only 1 spot to go. Okay. So looking forward to knocking out some vaults. 27 of you guys watching tonight. How are we doing on a Thursday night tonight? Wallet says otherwise. I get it, Jacom. The heart and the wallet don't always align together. But if you win with 1 spot, you could actually win some helmets and sell them and get some more money in the wallet as well. Could be a win-win type of opportunity here in the break room. So always good to have Jacom here in the room. And yeah, before the show, Alex, you asked me what do I think will be hot, and I told you the vault, and sure enough,
holding true.
It's the vault.
Yep.
Brand new series with all the headliners out there. It's been the hottest series in the room all week, so it makes sense. Is that right? I did not get those news. A guy we do get in the break room, R.I.P. Ty Percival saying, I was just reading Cowboys Randy White passed away. I had no idea.
Oh, wow.
Rest in peace, yeah.
So rest in peace, Randy White.
Damn.
Mouth cancer? Ooh, that does not sound pleasant. cancer of any kind is just awful.
Mouth cancer in particular, man. Wow.
F cancer, I'll put it that way. And no doubt about that. So one lone spot. Who's going to get that vault closed up? What are you guys up to on a Thursday night? Anybody watching the NBA Finals tonight? Got any good bets going? I know I got the props open tonight. I'm high on SGA and Chet Holmgren personally tonight to knock out some rebounds and some baskets tonight, both of those gentlemen. Chet Holmgren over 1.5 threes.
You like that?
I like that play.
I got some money on Prize Picks.
Okay, there. Oh, you tipped in too, Dom. That's one of the ones I silenced a lot of my apps, but I keep getting new ones, and I've been okay the last couple weeks. I think I'm actually, since I got on the last week, I'm up about $150. So
there you go.
Things will take.
Just had to calm down a little bit.
It's all the tennis. That's what's winning for me, man. I take the tennis tournament. I look at Alcaraz, Djokovic, and Sinner. And I bet less total games in their matches because they're demolishing everybody. So that's why I've been winning. The baseball, not as much, but the tennis is cashing for me.
Well, there you go.
I think the Pacers keep it close tonight.
Okay.
I think they cover.
Okay.
They don't
9.5?
They don't win, but I think it's a close game. Game one.
The only thing I'll say, Dom, I did read something that might dispel your theory. You know what that is?
No.
Bettors are on them to cover tonight. It's the popular pick. I don't remember the percentage, but definitely more than half the public is betting on the Pacers to cover, which means that Vegas might be cashing in some money.
A lot was it 9.5?
9.5.
That's a lot of points.
Because my gut also says Pacers cover. I did not bet that though, because I'm off my DraftKings and FanDuel timeout. So this is just my picks apps. Can only bet player props right now. But I would, for the record, bet 9.5. But that's what everyone's betting apparently. Randy White used to do TV commercials for either Skol or Copenhagen chewing tobacco. That stuff will kill you just like cigarettes.
That's
yeah.
right. Stay away
I was
from
going to say, when I heard mouth cancer, I didn't want to assume, because if you assume, you make a blank out of you and me. And I'm not talking about sass. Maybe sass without the first S. But that was my first thought when I heard mouth cancer. I was like, did he chew tobacco? That was my original thought.
I thought it too. I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, because that stuff is not good.
It's not good for you. No. Nope.
So rest in peace to the Cowboy legend. We do have the greatest Cowboy of all time in the break room. To me, I know I've mentioned this on the show before, but I just when I first realized this stat, I had to do a double take. Emmitt Smith is the only Cowboy ever to win the MVP. Can you believe that?
I can't believe that.
Isn't that crazy?
It was like Roger Staubach.
Yeah, Roger the Dodger he should have won one.
Tony Dorsett, obviously a possibility.
Yeah, way back in the day.
Dak was second 2 years ago.
And Bob Lilly was good back, way back in the day.
First helmet I pulled in the break room.
Bob Lilly?
Bob Lilly.
How about that?
How many?
Shout out to Bob Lilly. So Emmitt Smith is a must get for Cowboy fans. Very easy. You win the Emmitt Smith helmet, you don't want it. There's so many Cowboy fans out there that will buy it off you. They'll trade for it. That's what I call, Emmitt Smith is arguably tier 1 headliner anyway, but
yeah,
I would argue maybe he's tier 2 just because of how hot quarterbacks are. But given that he's a Cowboy, definitely tier 1 headliner in this break room, Emmitt Smith.
I don't know if this is idiotic to say, but I think Emmitt Smith is one of the most underrated running backs of all time.
He is.
Because when we talk about top 3 running backs, everyone's automatically Jim Brown, Walter Payton, Barry Sanders. Emmitt Smith, maybe he wasn't as explosive as those 3, but he was Mr. 5 yards, 4 yards. He got the job done. He did for, 15 plus years,
That's
Emmitt
right.
Smith?
Yeah.
And that 1 year on the Cardinals, he was on the Cardinals for 2 years, but his first year, where everyone says he was washed up, he had 1,500 all-purpose yards that year. So Emmitt Smith, good for a very long time, and you just said it, the only Cowboy MVP, which is crazy to think about. I kind of wish he wasn't, and Dak won it 2 years ago. It just wouldn't funny if Dak was the only.
We are the Dak defenders.
We are the Dak defenders.
MVP, Super Bowl MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and rushing yard record all in one season. Something like that, says Ty Percival. That's not bad. It gives you Jordan vibes. When Jordan had the, scoring title, the finals MVP, league MVP, DPOY, all that stuff. Which, by the way, funny you mentioned that the best running backs ever. I do personally go Barry, Jim Brown, Walter Payton, but I have a 4-way tie for my 4th best running back. 3-way tie, excuse me. And it's Emmitt Smith, Adrian Peterson, and LaDainian Tomlinson.
Ooh.
They're tied for 4th in my book, and all 3 are in this series.
Makes sense, though.
It's kind of weird because this series is called the Deep Ball, We have a top 2 quarterback right now in the NFL, Josh Allen. We have Brett Favre, a top 10 quarterback ever. Steve Young, a top 10 quarterback ever. Terry Bradshaw, if not top 10, just outside the top 10. So it's called the Deep Ball Series. We have these 4 amazing quarterbacks, but then we also have those 3 incredible running backs in this series.
And Ray Lewis twice, right? He's not throwing any deep balls. Or
yeah,
catching them, right?
no,
But he might be able to cover
he might
him, though.
stop some of the deep balls. Ray Lewis
he
did
was
a little
going
bit
to
of
stop.
everything.
Ray Lewis was
So this is a really, really good series. I mean, like 3 top 6 running backs ever, 3 top 10 quarterbacks ever. I mean, come on. These are the best athletes of all time, all on, authentics or reps. A lot of these on speed flexes, inscriptions, custom lids, visors. This series kind of has it all, in my opinion. We're sold out.
Double for the vault is sold out. I'm going to post that up there.
Double trouble, baby. Vault double number 1. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers. Thank you, Alex.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alex here, rocking and rolling on the producer end. Doing a great job. Dom here helping out as well. This is kind of your last training night, even though I feel like you haven't been training because you've been doing everything here.
Yeah.
But tomorrow you take over fully by yourself.
I'm pumped,
it's gonna be
man.
fun.
I'm
It's
super
gonna be
pumped.
fun.
I
Yep.
mean, I have to work tomorrow.
You are working tomorrow. He's actually doing the You After Dark show tomorrow night. So Dom, you got to work tomorrow. So we're gonna put you to work.
Yep.
So drop me 2 box numbers, guys. John Takamura, Teddy Butler, Tom Kozich, Josh Rouser, Sean Twinkstrom, Sean Davis, and Logan Rowe in the
I
house.
gotta get this zit off my face before I show my face on camera.
I've had one, and
you can barely see
I'm
it.
not happy about it. I had one here. It's getting better, but it was really bad. Like late last week, I was like, I look like an animal. But we're here.
What can you do?
I didn't get time in the makeup chair before the show.
I know. That's such a shame, Dom.
Those adulthood zits are hard to get rid of, man.
They are hard. They
I
come.
worked out more as an adult than I did as
As a child,
They come at
adolescent.
you. Yeah. So give you guys about 30 seconds on those 2 numbers. Otherwise, we'll go to the wheel here. We'll be wheeling and dealing. What'd you say?
Is that Shopify's telling me everything's operational now, but it's not.
Okay. Well,
Yep. We're still
it'll
we're
get
making
there.
do with what
It'll
we got.
get there. You're
Yep.
doing a good job, Alex. We'll get there.
It's like a football game in bad weather. You just gotta
Exactly.
with the
Inch by
conditions.
inch.
That's right.
like the fog bowl.
Like that's the speech Al Pacino gives.
Yes.
in
In any given Sunday.
You gotta
The inches
claw for those
surround
inches.
us. I love Al Pacino.
Spend every money I ever had.
Such a great movie. Why am I forgetting what one we did in the last one? 7, I think. I didn't get
7.
it off.
Yep, 7.
So it'll be 3 and 22. Teddy looking for maybe Emmitt Smith in 22.
Ran off everybody who loved me. And lately, I can't stand the side of the dirt.
God, that movie is so good. Such a good movie. By the way, Lawrence Taylor in that movie, Break Room
Yeah.
Regular. LT. Jim Brown in that movie. I think T.O. was in that movie too.
Was Tio?
He was a receiver.
He was.
He
Briefly.
was a receiver. I don't know if he had a speaking part, but
I
he
don't
was,
think so, but they
he was
show
the
him.
receiver.
Don't we have Jamie Foxx on
Jamie Foxx.
1 and 4.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So 3 and 22, Dom.
You gotta be willing to die. Die next to you.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
You got a claw with your fingernails for that inch.
Now I want to watch that speech. You know what? We're not watch that speech before every show we do.
Yeah.
That'll inspire us to sell some boxes, man.
3 and 20.
That'll be the motivational tool we use.
Yep.
So 3 and 22. It is 6 clicks for our spots. Tom Kozich up top. Looking to be king of the North. Sean Davis. You've got the NFC South. Teddy Butler, NFC East. Logan Rowe in the NFC West. Sean Twinkstrom, AFC North. Josh Rouser, AFC South and East. And John Takamura, AFC West. We'll start with 3 in the deep ball and then build our way to 22.
Good luck,
We're
fellas.
feeling 22 here in the break room. All right, we got our first vault key. First vault key of the night.
Woo.
This will be a bonus gift card plus the helmet. There we go. Charles Nelson got a picture with Dorsey Levens, Dom. How about that? How about that? Ooh, here we go. Let's slash. Let's dash. Dual threat quarterback. Cordell Stewart coming up on the Steeler replica.
Slash.
Former Pro Bowler Cordell Stewart. Took the Steelers to the AFC Championship one year. Played with my Bears briefly. Also crushed the hearts of my college team, Mizzou. Have you ever heard about the famous 5th down game?
No.
You haven't heard about it? So the year Colorado won the national title, Cordell Stewart, the quarterback, they would not have made the title game because they were about to lose to Mizzou. Mizzou stops them on 4th down. The refs didn't realize how many downs were left. They let the play continue. Colorado got a 5th down and won the game. So look it up after the show, the 5th down game. Cordell Stewart, nice hit, Sean Twingstrom on the full-size replica. Very cool. Bob, of course, is going to go with Herb Brooks and Miracle, which is also terrific. It wouldn't be Bob if he doesn't go with the hockey reference. By the way, Sean Twingstrom, let me know what vault key letter you would like, my man. We have A through E, Sean. A through E are options. Let me know, Mr. Twingstrom. Seanzy. We have Sean with an S-H-A-U-N in this break. We have Sean with an S-H-A-W-N. All we're missing is Sean with an S-E-A-N. Yeah, a lot of Sean's here in this break. So we'll get this one written up for him. And I'll give him about 30 seconds on that vault key letter. Otherwise, I'm going to pick on the wheel A through E, my man.
Oh, Dom, I think I got it up here.
Oh, yeah.
So 2 boxes in. Both are the and more section. So all the headliners do remain. Let's do E. Sean Twingstrom going with E. E for every headliner is left in the vault. How about that?
That's right.
How about that? All the headliners left. You hear that, guys?
I heard
How do you
that.
like them apples?
How do you like them apples?
How do you like them apples?
Here we go.
All right, Vault Box E. Anywhere from $50 to $300 being the highest amount in a gift card. Show me the money, Sean. $100, my man. $100 gift card plus the Cordell Stewart helmet. Not too shabby, Sean, on that dub and that gift card. So E is off the board.
And that was Sean Twingstrom, right?
Yes, Sean
We had a
Twingstrom.
lot of Seans. The Seans.
The Sean Show. Oh, is that right? So yeah, Charles has given permission to Alex to join us at Ride Fest, so you know, Dom.
That's what's up. Dom is thrilled, man. That's all he's been talking about.
I kept asking. I'm like, gotta ask Charles, man.
We told him the opposite, that we got to ask you. But anyway,
Yeah.
22 coming up next. Hey, a second vault key coming up. It's raining money, money, money in the break room. Awesome. Thanks, sis Sean. By the way, there was a newer customer that asked the question in the chat. What's a vault key? Good point to learn here, right?
Yeah.
Vault keys, they come with the replica helmets, the quote-unquote lesser names in the series. But the helmets are still cool. And this is a good one. This is a good one. We got the Kingpin. It is Braden Fisk, FSU star, part of the all-rookie team this year. Him and Jared Verse both, man. The Rams outsourced defensive talents at FSU, and they did pretty darn good.
I would say so.
So Logan Rowe, you got the NFC West. Let us know what vault key letter you would like, my man.
You see who was training yesterday? Posted a video. Aaron Donald, he tagged Jared Verse. He said, I might be coming back. He can't get around. He said, have your phone ready.
Well, Aaron Donald's in that practice squad for $48, Dom. That's the last thing the NFL needs to see. Verse, Donald, and Fisk. I already have the Rams making the Super Bowl as my hot take going in this year.
Not bad pick.
I might have to pick them to win the Super Bowl if Aaron Donald comes back. That would be just unfair.
Wouldn't mind that. If my Packers don't win the Super Bowl, I'd like to see Devontae Adams win one.
Of course. Of course you would.
Room for your pick.
Yeah, thank you, Dom.
Yeah, see?
Want to make me look smart on air.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Nice job, Logan. Nice job indeed on your Braden Fisk right there.
Which is my cup.
It does, yeah. It's a nice color. Nice
is.
shade of blue. Here's a hot take for you. I know Hot Take Wednesday is done, but Dom, I know Dom disagrees with this because he loves the classic Ram helmet, which I'm not saying I don't love it, but my favorite standard helmet in the game is the current Ram helmet.
Not a bad pick at all.
This is a beautiful helmet. Obviously, the chromes, the custom helmets we have in the break room beat a lot of what the teams wear in the games. But of any helmets worn in the games, this one is my favorite in the NFL.
Good pick.
I love this one. I don't have the Panthers going to the Super Bowl. I'm not Mr. Ricky. Now, that is a pick that I would not make. He put $10 on it. I'm like, it's not even worth the money.
No.
You can get like 2 $5 Lux boxes at Taco Bell for $10.
They're open near us, a Jack in a Box.
Ooh, that's good. I've had it.
Allegedly
I've had
good
it too.
tacos.
Yeah.
I had it in St. Louis.
It's good. Yeah, they had it in Columbia, Missouri. So I've had it. Yeah.
It's right by that Thunderbolt.
I like Thunderbolt. Yeah. Big fan of Thunderbolt. Riot Fest is a concert in the Chicagoland area where bands play, obviously. A bunch of them. It's like a music festival.
Right.
You're welcome, Derek, to come down as well if you would like.
Beach Boys.
Yeah, so that is going down. Well, I'll tell you guys this. We just have done 3 boxes in this new vault, and we have yet to see a single headliner come out. Yeah, you're good.
We're trying to make it.
Yeah, make that the next thing whenever we get in before the orders, when we get in there.
We're trying.
Yeah, you're good. I know you're trying. But the quad is up right now. You guys want to attack that. But we have currently 27 boxes left, all 12 photoed headliners left. And let's see here. So Puka Nakua, Antonio Gates are replicas. Everything else in here is an authentic helmet. And then we have all these secondary headliners with these names. All of a sudden, we're looking at what? 15 and 27 chance. We do have a vault key, though, again. So, Logan, what letter would you like, my man? And I think it's all genres. I think Riot Fest, like, there's no specific genre.
I always thought it was like your heavy metal, punk rock, hence the name Riot Fest.
Yeah, but Blink 182 is playing,
Yeah, they're
Weezer's playing,
punky, they're
Beach Boys.
punky-ish. But that's when the Beach Boys, I heard the Beach Boys were playing. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But I think it must be all genres. Yeah.
I think it's all genres, Derek. I've never been personally, so.
But Derek's my Battle Creek guy, Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. So
Okay.
Derek, man, go check it out. About
Man, you already got a
4-hour drive.
fan base here. I love it, Alex.
My Michigan fan
The
base,
Michigan
yeah.
guys are here, man.
Yep.
If you're a Michigan guy, a fan of the Lions, Mr. Kissinger, get that Amon-Ra St. Brown in the practice squad. Probably, might be the best player on the Lions team. It's him or Hutch. I'd say the best player on the offense, Amon-Ra. So terrific item to get in there.
Him or Gibbs, man, because
Gibbs is good too.
Gibbs
You're
is
right.
extremely good.
Gibbs is also
I'm a
good.
big Brian Branch guy too. Their safety.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Those
it's-
jerks. Let me see if it's going on my computer. No, it's
Used to give you maybe 10 seconds. Now it's
no, it's actually worse over here too. Like I'm trying to load it over
out
here.
there. I was trying to. It won't-
Okay. All right, it'll go up there in a second. In the meantime, you guys can attack that quad break in the vault. And you guys can also, let's get that half and half going. We got that half and half from 4 spots down to 3. It'll definitely happen here. 1 spot knocked out, guys, in this half and half will get us ever closer. Again, we still have so much good stuff. As a huge SEC fan, I look at the Bama and the LSU helmet. I just want those even without the autographs, right? Derrick Henry, Jamar Chase, Bama and LSU, 2 of the blue bloods in college football. Steve Young on that classic BYU Speed Flex. The Heisman Trophy helmet, Bo Jackson. Have you seen that documentary, the Auburn one with Bo Jackson, Frank Thomas, Charles Barkley?
No, but that sounds
They're
right
all together at Auburn at the same
right
time.
up my alley, though.
You got to watch it.
That
You would
sounds
love
awesome.
I was before work today. I went on a little walk. I had my AirPods in. I was listening to a podcast. I'm in the college football mood, trying to figure out who's going to win all the conferences. So I want to see some college lids. I want to talk some college football today.
Yeah,
in the
man.
break room. I want someone to tell me who's going to win the Big 12. Mm-hmm. So BYU, a Big 12 team now. Maybe them.
Pushing that all week.
BYU is good, yeah.
They had a good year last year. They were 1 game from winning the Big 12 last year.
BYU's always a sleeper team, man.
I'm going to pick UNC, Bill Belichick.
ACC?
Oh, no, that's ACC. Sorry, Big 12. Oh, Big 12.
I have to look to see who.
I have to
Big
do
12
better.
has changed
Last year,
so much.
that's the conference I'm worried about this year because my
Well, how many guys are back from Iowa State? I know Scadaboo's gone.
Arizona State.
Arizona State,
The
I mean.
quarterback's back.
Arizona State's my pick.
Okay.
They looked really good last year.
Yeah, Levitt, the quarterback.
I know Scadaboo is gone, but Arizona State's my pick.
Well, you're a big Heinz Ward fan. He's the wide receiver coach there.
Yeah, I love Heinz Ward, man.
Sam Levitt. I picked
so-
Oklahoma State last year, and they did not win an entire Big 12 game.
Oof.
Yeah.
But I think Gundy's still there.
He's still there. I think they told him, like, this year you better.
Shape up or
Yeah,
leave.
You're going to be
Well, Tom Thibodeau got fired for making the Eastern Conference Finals.
I don't agree with that.
So I didn't agree with that either. So we live in a crazy sports culture where, you don't win a championship, you're gone. So we do actually have a Big 12 helmet in this series too. There's actually a Tyreek Hill, which is probably the Oklahoma State helmet.
30.
So well, let's get that done, guys, in that college series.
Yeah, I'm going to pick for the Big 12, just looking at the list of standings from last year. Colorado's obviously that's going to be a completely different team.
Avery Johnson still at Kansas State?
That's what I was, wondering about that guy. But
No.
BYU's a safe. They were 7 and they finished 3rd last year.
I'm going to go Arizona State.
Cam Rising's finally out of Utah.
Yeah, he's not good.
Avery
Arizona
Johnson
State.
still at Kansas State? I'm going Kansas State.
Yeah, right?
That's not a bad pick.
Big Ten, Penn State to win it, returning a lot of solid starters. I'm going to go Ohio State. I know they lost Will Howard, Trayvon Henderson. They lost Abuka, but it's Ohio State.
Yeah, they.
I'm just going to go Ohio State based on brand name. And Ryan, they got over the hump.
Yeah.
And I think we saw the same thing like with Harbaugh. Once you get over the hump, it's just a whole nother story.
And with the transfer portal nowadays, there's no rebuilding year for these great teams. So
Mm-hmm.
It's just they retool the next year.
The Vault will have up shortly. Case Sledge, our internal system Shopify is having some issues, so we're having some, a little bit of tech stuff. We're gonna get it fixed. Obviously, we don't control the Shopify. Usually, Shopify gets it fixed within 30 minutes or less.
Yep.
So we're currently not able to upload the next Vault double or single, but as soon as we can, we'll do it.
And it is, just to confirm, a Shopify issue, too. So as soon as they fix that,
Yeah.
we'll be back up and running.
It's not something associated with Ultimate Autographs. It is what we use, though. I'm going to check my phone as well, because I can upload breaks from my phone, too, but it's even worse on my phone. So, unfortunate. I'm a huge Ohio State fan. I really hope you're right, but I just have a feeling. There you go. All right. Well, we'll see. Should be very competitive in college football this year. Should be a lot of fun. I actually, low-key, speaking of the college series, I mean, obviously, we got a Heisman Trophy winner, Derrick Henry, on that beautiful Bama Speed Flex. I want to see what happens year 2 at Bama. Year 2 without Nick Saban. That's the one I've got my eyes on. What is Alabama going to do this year? Obviously, their quarterback is gone to the Seahawks.
If DeBoer does not make the college football playoffs,
He'll get fired.
you think so?
DeBoer will get
They
fired.
were already talking about it last year.
They hate him. Comment that is blasphemy in the state of Michigan. Ask Alex. I'm sure Alex though might agree that Ohio State's pretty good though.
Yeah, they're pretty good. It is blasphemous, but
They just won the championship.
it's going to be cool to see Derek. What's the guy's name that Michigan just signed from Belleville? He was like the #1 recruit coming, that quarterback. I am curious to see how he goes. Bryce, what is his name? Derek probably knows him because he's a big name there. But Michigan did sign him, and he was the #1 recruit coming out.
Michigan and Ohio State are usually both good picks. I know Michigan had some quarterback issues
Bryce
last year.
Bryce
Underwood.
Yep.
Not everyone can have a great college quarterback like Drew Brees, right? Rose Bowl champion at Purdue. Josh Allen was a mega superstar in college. Steve Young at BYU, a superstar. You got to have a quarterback. That's what Michigan is lacking. But this series is not lacking for quarterbacks. So many incredible quarterbacks in here. Come and get them. So, yeah, let's get that basketball series, says Charles, so we can get a new series. Yeah, Charles, we'll get a new series if the college goes as well. In fact, if anything on that break page sells out, brand new series are going to get dropped here in the break room. So 4 to go in that half and half double. 5 to go in the quad. Then we got 4 to go in the single practice squad. So Derek and Teddy talking about Bryce Underwood. I'll give you guys a proven star in the state of Michigan. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
USC guy in college, and right now he's a Michigan guy because he plays for the Lions.
Yes.
Any Lion is a true Michiganer. Is that a term, Michiganer?
I'll tell you who's a true Michigander through and through is Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Born and raised,
Yeah.
now plays for the Lions. How awesome is that?
He's true.
But yeah, Michigander. And however, we looked it up the other day, Kamen, and it was Michiganian, but we agreed that it's
Michigander?
truly Michigander.
All right, I'll go with that. Dom, you're doing the same thing I am. I got into those Slim Jim things.
Thank you.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was bad.
I can't stop eating those, man.
They're
Those
good, like,
are
nice little protein.
yes. So, guys, this practice squad also is loaded. We have one of the best stories in football history, Kurt Warner. From the grocery store, didn't get drafted, played at Northern Iowa FCS, gets a chance with the Rams. Trent Green goes down, wins the Super Bowl. Then he almost won a Super Bowl with the Cardinals. Now, I know he had Larry Fitzgerald, but look at the Arizona Cardinals franchise. They were briefly okay with Carson Palmer, but just look at the last, 20 years of the Arizona Cardinals and look at how they were every other year except for the year Kurt Warner took them to the Super Bowl.
1998, NFC West champions.
Dreadful team.
They were.
Dreadful the Cardinals have been. Kurt Warner took that team to massive, massive heights, all the way to the Super Bowl. And if it wasn't for a couple fortunate plays, call the James Harrison play all you will, but that was kind of fortunate. And it took a perfect pass from Big Ben and a perfect catch from former Buckeye Santonio Holmes to win that game. You going to say that?
I was going to say the Cardinals were one team when I first started watching football, and I don't mean to disrespect anyone's franchise. Nobody cared about the Cardinals. They had no buzz whatsoever until they drafted Larry Fitz. Even the first couple years with Larry Fitz, no buzz. They signed Kurt Warner, got Ken Wisenhunt, the new coach. They go to Super Bowl, and they finally get some buzz. Now the Cardinals, decent team.
Well, they built a new stadium off of that.
Yeah,
at a really nice stadium.
Now exciting team for this year.
Yeah.
The only
2002 when I first started watching football, nobody cared about them.
The only guy I can remember before Larry Fitzgerald was Jake Plummer.
Snake.
Take the snake.
Jake, he's like a
quarterback.
big handball player too.
He was a Bronco too, Jake Plummer.
Yeah.
So Kurt Warner is very, very clean on that flash helmet. Speaking of awesome, Bijan Robinson. They may not say this, but here's the honest truth about the Atlanta Falcons and their former coach from a couple years ago. He got fired because he didn't get Bijan Robinson the ball enough. Their whole coaching staff. That's what happened. They saw how good Bijan Robinson was in his first year. He didn't get the ball enough. Got the coach fired, not because he was a mean guy, just like common sense. Feed this guy the ball. Last year, got the ball, finished third in rushing yards behind Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley. And you saw what Bijan Robinson's all about. Now, I don't know if you guys know what else Bijan Robinson likes to do. Have you heard about it?
No, what?
He wants to be an actor.
Oh, really?
So he's going to get in some acting movies. And when his football career is done, we're going to see him a lot more in movies.
That's cool.
So he'll actually be popular for years to come.
That's cool.
Bijan Robinson.
I like him, man. He's a threat.
He might get typecast in the football movies, but think about anytime you need a running back
Action
for
movies.
a football movie. Who would you pick? Bijan Robinson, right?
Right.
You don't need a stunt double for that.
Actually,
Josh
a fun
Jacobs?
fact about fun fact about running backs in movies. The original Terminator, James Cameron, the director, wanted to be O.J. Simpson.
Of course.
So maybe if they make a Terminator reboot,
Bijan
Robinson.
Bijan Robinson.
It's true, sir.
Kind of want to
So.
make a joke, but
Don't.
Yeah.
Be
We won't
careful.
go there,
Plead
yeah.
the fifth.
Yeah.
His lawyers might be watching. The OJ estate is still watching, Alex.
Story, look it up.
Be careful. Be careful, my man.
yep.
So headliners left in the jerseys, Buddy Rice, Jamar Chase, and secondary headliner Fred Taylor. And Bob is a Hy-Vee brown paperback signed by Warner with From Hy-Vee to the Hall inscription. I like that. Cool. I say Hy-Vee to the Super Bowl. Hy-Vee to the Hall has a little better ring to it. I like that, Bob. Very, very cool. Still left in this series is Bo Jackson, one of the best athletes of all time. My friend's fantasy football team name is Bijan Mustard. That's going to be mine if I get Bijan as well. I want to get Bijan. That's who I want to get this year. I'm targeting him in my pre-fantasy thoughts.
You better, man. Touches. I think fantasy's all about opportunities and touches, and that guy's getting touches.
And I do like Michael Penix. Michael Penix is very talented. But he's a young quarterback. And anytime you have a young quarterback, you're going to give him easy, short passes. You play in those PPR leagues, you drop a little catch, get a point for a full catch, even a half-point reception league. Look for Bijan Robinson to get a lot of catches this year.
I would agree with that.
He's going to be a beast getting catches. And, the more he does in fantasy football, the more his, value goes up there. It also goes up in autograph value.
Right.
The more numbers you put up, the more your auto's worth. So Bijan Robinson, terrific player. Bo Jackson, the terrific athlete. AJ Green on that clean SDS. Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald recently, they're both retired, but he did a race, I think, last year against LaShawn McCoy. Running back LaShawn McCoy. Just retired for just a few years ago.
Right.
And he beat him. He beat him. Aaron Donald, D-tackle, knocks down LaShawn McCoy, running back, in a foot race.
That's crazy.
Speaking of TV stars, not always in the news for the greatest, cases either, but mega superstar Shannon Sharp. You turn on the TV, you're a sports fan, you know who Shannon Sharp is. Whether it's his playing career or his, broadcasting career, Shannon Sharp, very, very famous. Again, very expensive autograph. Unk. I'm on roster one here as well. So get yourselves those spots, guys. Let's get that practice squad done. Olave Garden as his team name. I like that, Bob. Olave Garden.
That is good.
All right.
It's a good fan. Yeah. It's
Let me ask you this. I have a question for you, Alex.
Yes, sir.
Because Dom and I were having this debate a while ago.
Okay,
we have 2 to go in the college double, by the way.
Whatever I debate.
So that's going close. So don't look at Dom. Don't look at me. We can't tip our hand. So if you had to choose between this nickname for Josh Allen,
okay,
would you choose Josh Exotic or the Buffalo King? What nickname is better for Josh Allen?
the Buffalo King.
What?
Thank you.
What?
He's from Buffalo. Come on, Dom.
Josh Exotic.
That's my boy.
It's not bad. Which one came first? Which name?
Well, it's roughly the same time.
Okay.
We're trying to come up with a nickname for him because all he has is J17.
Yeah.
And I came up with Buffalo King, and Don came up with Josh Exotic.
I just went with Tiger King, Joe Exotic, Josh Exotic, the Buffalo King, the Tiger King.
They're both good.
Yeah.
I just think mine makes more sense.
Buffalo. I like Buffalo King.
Buffalo King.
Yeah.
So,
Whoops.
neither one. Mafia Boss, says Bob.
Mafia Boss. That's
Well,
a good one.
yeah, right.
3 X's.
Well, whether it's the Buffalo King, whether it's the Josh Exotic, maybe you want to call him Mafia Boss, as Bob said. Josh Allen Speed Flex, 2 spots to go in that college double. You can also pair that with the Steve Young BYU Speed Flex. And one thing I'm pumped about on this specific show, Alex, Dom, and me, we have the 3 biggest Steve Young fans in the break room. I actually thought I was the biggest Steve Young fan because I have him number 7 all time on my quarterback list. But then I met Alex, Dom, and he will not stop raving about Steve Young.
Yeah.
Literally the rave Steve Young in the vault. Get it, huh? Pun intended.
His cousin or something.
Yeah, you love Steve
No
Young.
relation, man.
Every time I ask you, what's your favorite helmet in the room, you're like, Steve Young.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what it is.
Is Brigham Young your great uncle?
No relation.
And he's the great grandfather. So
Right?
No relation. He was just he was the first quarterback I remember playing or remember watching play growing up where it was like, man, this guy can run, he can throw, he can do it all.
Dual threat.
So, and he was tough. He was a tough dude.
You're a Lions fan. You're probably watching Scott Mitchell left. You're like, man, why can't he be as good
I
as Steve Young?
remember watching Steve Young tear apart the Lions. In fact, he got a concussion against the Lions in one game, and I was devastated.
You were watching Charlie Batch. Remember Charlie Batch?
Okay, I'm glad this hasn't come up yet. But Charlie Batch is definitely up there in my favorite players. I've met Charlie Batch.
There you go.
He went to Eastern Michigan, which is in my hometown, and I was at an Eastern Michigan game with my stepdad. We met him on the fly. He was there right after he graduated, just visiting, and we didn't have a pen, so he couldn't sign any autographs. I know.
Rats.
Not my
Shook his hand.
Not
Great
my
guy.
favorite Lions quarterback.
Right?
Definitely my favorite Steelers backup.
Steelers backer.
Yeah.
Back,
Definitely my favorite Steelers backup.
Yeah, my favorite Steeler backup, well, sometimes starter, Tommy Maddox.
Yeah.
Played in the XFL as well.
I remember him.
Shout out to Tommy Maddox.
XFL MVP.
Uh-huh.
Denver Broncos.
Paul says, have you guys ever had a father and son auto? We have.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the Griffies.
And the Mannings.
And the Mannings. We've had the Griffies and the Mannings, Paul.
Have we?
Oh.
Father, son. We'd have Vlad on the, like,
We did. We had the jersey.
Right? Yeah.
The half.
Yeah.
The jersey half split with the father and son.
Vlad, yeah, right.
The Guerreros. So, looking for a Bo Jackson single practice squad break. Fingers crossed for Bo Knows Jackson. Let her rip, guys, says Timothy Edgett. That's right.
We've had brothers.
Bo Jackson on a speed flex in that college series. Down to 1 to go now. And then we have the practice squad Bo Jackson. That double is down to... actually, singles down to 1 to go on the practice squad. So Shopify, though, is not communicating well, is it?
I bet it is.
So we'll get there in a
As soon as
second,
it's up,
guys.
man, those orders are getting plugged in. I'm just waiting. So.
Worst case scenario, too, if you even like just see the names, we could just do the names and figure those out later. But I can't see anything. No, I know.
yeah.
I can't see anything here
At
either.
first
I've
it
been
was
trying.
Yeah, at first it.
So, Fitzmagic says Bob Boulay. Ryan Fitzpatrick, he is Fitzmagic indeed.
Fellow classmate of mine.
That's right. You and him went to Harvard together. You're right, Dom.
We did have someone believing I went to Harvard on here.
We did. That did happen. They actually thought Dom was classmates with Kyle Juszczyk. That was the running story. The Juice.
So did you go to Harvard or not?
No, he didn't.
Okay,
Do you
thank
think
God.
Dom went to Harvard?
Hey, man. You never know.
Happy.
I'm not going to assume he didn't. Like you said, what happens when you assume?
That's true.
You can assume that. That's probably.
It's probably
That's the one you can't assume.
it's probably a safe assumption.
Yeah.
Ahmad Hussein Autos. I don't know about that. Got to prove himself, Derek. Now, just to clarify, in terms of what autos we have in the room, usually it's got to be a Hall of Famer or one of the best players in the NFL.
Right.
So we don't really get autographs of guys that are not well established.
Right.
So he's talking about Boise State, Egyptian American professional defensive end for the Lions.
Yes.
Played at Boise State.
I knew exactly who he was.
So he's very talented.
He's got to be
But
in the league
he
for a little bit.
he hasn't done enough yet in the NFL, unfortunately.
Let him sag Jordan Love.
Right?
Probably had a week one.
And Charles closed the practice squad single. Attaboy, Charles. Appreciate that, my man. So, guys, I don't want to spend too much time on it because it's not something we can control. But our internal Shopify program, who we partner through, we run our orders through them, is currently down. And we are not able to access our orders at the current moment. So we'll get that fixed. Hopefully Shopify gets it fixed. You know, I hate when it happens in the night show because usually if it's the afternoon show, they fix it within 20 minutes.
have it figured
Because
out,
everyone's
too.
like, I mean, I'm sure someone's messaged them. They're probably aware of it. But they
seems
probably
like-
have like, you know, instead of like 3 tech people, they have like 1 tech person or something.
And it seems like it's multiple merchants. It's not just us.
Yeah,
So
I know. I figure it's something that they're working on. We'll hopefully get that resolved. I will say this in the meantime, though, might as well knock out the breaks because we can have, as soon as that gets fixed, we can have back to back to back to back breaks,
Nothing
just like
but
that,
breaks.
right?
Yep.
Nothing but breaks. The status on their page is investigating.
Yes.
You guys can see this here real quick. I'll show it off real quick. I don't normally pull up the screen, but they're investigating the issue there, and it'll hopefully get fixed here soon. So unfortunately, we cannot break the breaks that sold out, but we can knock them out back to back to back, and then have those all ready to go when we do get there. For example, the college double's now 1 to go.
Oh, nice. Finally,
So-
man.
So they're understanding that.
Of course. Now when we are having technical difficulties.
So
That's all right.
that's when it's moving. That's what it takes to close out the college series. Get some tech difficulties,
strategy.
and then people are like, "We got to go back to college to fix these difficulties.
That's good.
Let's get the college break."
good.
You see,
good.
you see. So we'll have a college double when this gets picked up. 1 spot to go. We're gonna have a practice squad. We're 1 to go as well there. So we are making moves. Making moves here. Yeah, if you want to write down the last one, yeah.
So, like, when it does,
That way you know where you
not.
pick up.
I remember. Well, I'll put Logan because he was the last full one that I could
yeah,
see.
so just
There was another.
so when it comes up, we know which one to.
Perfect. So still got 35 of you guys watching, though. Plenty of eyeballs, guys. What do you guys want to break? Favorite helmets in the room? I know it's right now, of course, only the quad is up in the vault. But for the big dogs out there, look at this Adrian Peterson helmet. This thing, we've actually never had that exact Viking helmet in the break room. We're talking about college football, NFL football. You know, football is different than high school. It's a more like basketball, excuse me. It's a more physical game. You know, high school athletes, you know, they don't let them go to the pros because what is it? 3 years you got to be in college, or was it 2 now? Is it 2 or
NFL?
3?
So it's you have to at least have like 3 years. Like you could be a sophomore, like a redshirt sophomore. But
Yes. So
3 years
3 years of eligibility.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, this guy, though, Adrian Peterson, is an exception. He could have gone straight out of high school. Now, they didn't let him, but had he gone straight out of high school, he would have dominated against the NFL. Like, he was the such a combo of, like, speed and power. It's just really tough to stop. And you get a custom helmet like this. I always quote these custom rip speed flexes with designs in the ballpark of 1,500. But the truth is, the right Viking fan, maybe the right Oklahoma Sooner fan, they could pay $2,000 for this thing easily.
Easily.
So this could go for a lot of money. That's a helmet I've never seen in the break room. I can't say it's a one of one, but if it's not a one of one, it's one of few. So this is an incredible helmet. Any Rodgers on the Steelers auto? Not yet, Paul, but you might be shocked to hear this, but
can't see him sign yet.
the most impressive thing I've ever seen in my life, arguably, by any memorabilia company, or the most impressive memorabilia moment of all time, the trade for DJ Moore. DJ Moore got traded to the Bears on a Friday night, but there was a signing that we can already committed to. And we brought Bears helmets there the day after. And we had a DJ Moore autograph in our break room 3 days after the trade. It was the most impressive thing I've ever seen.
awesome.
Nobody else in the world can do that.
Nope.
So as soon as Aaron Rodgers signs with the Steelers, we'll be the first to have it.
That's right.
He's got to physically sign first, like the contract, because I think it has not 100% official yet. That's what the reports are. I don't think it's been or is it a official?
I think they said he's signing tomorrow.
Signing tomorrow. And then I don't know when he's going to sign physical autographs.
Yeah.
But as soon as it happens, we'll have it. I promise you that. Hopefully never, Paul, says Derek. Now, we do have, believe it or not, a more popular Packer than even Aaron Rodgers. Now, Dom is a perfect example, Alex. I always say this. Aaron Rodgers, better quarterback than Brett Favre, primarily because, puts up massive touchdowns, yards, doesn't have the same amount of picks, right? He's more accurate, more,
Do you agree with this,
smarter
Tom?
player.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. It's hard to not
More
like
efficient.
agree.
More efficient. for
Better
sure.
overall quarterback than Brett Favre. Although again,
Did he have more wins? In
each
Green
have
Bay as
one
well?
Super Bowl.
Well, regardless
4
of Super
MVPs,
Bowls,
Rodgers, 3 for Favre.
Who
I
had the
think Rodgers has more wins.
more wins? Is
Yeah.
a Packer? Just wondering. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
actually very close.
it's probably very close. But I was going to say, Rodgers might be a better quarterback overall, though Brett Favre, again, top 10 all time as well. Can't go wrong with either. But every single Packer fan I've met, I know about, unfortunately, 6 to 7 Packer fans. And every single one likes Brett Favre more than Aaron Rodgers.
Of course.
Not a single one, even after the Minnesota Viking time for Brett Favre, not a single one would pick Rodgers over Favre. They all want the Favre autograph more, and it's right there for you guys in that Vault series.
That's right.
more
On a sweet helmet,
Right?
nonetheless.
Favre
Yeah.
has more wins.
Does he?
But obviously the Iron Man straight 25 more starts.
Yes, I was gonna say he played.
How many more wins does Favre have?
11 more wins.
That's
161. That's more than Aaron Rodgers and Bart Starr.
11 more.
Yeah.
Who's going to end up with more? Because the report is 1-year deal for Rodgers.
Well, this was most wins for the Packers.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was just.
But Rodgers only has how many with the Jets last year? Not many.
6, right?
So he's probably got to get 6
Or
more.
5. What are they, 5?
Oh, no, that's Packer wins. Favre has Viking and Jet wins.
I just wanted to see.
So
who's-
Favre definitely has more career wins.
Yeah,
then.
he's got 8 with the Jets, 12 with the Vikings, and I don't know how many.
I was
Not
just
too many, but-
curious to see who the winningest Packer of the two was. Right? It's Brett Favre.
Well, because Favre has played longer.
yeah.
For now.
doesn't
We'll
seem
see how
that much
longer
longer,
Rodgers
though.
plays.
Yeah.
Well, because Rodgers had to sit behind him for a while.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I do remember Brett Favre throwing a lot of interceptions, man. That's part of being the gunslinger, right? Like, he was just taking risks. So.
But there's sometimes like.
Uh-oh.
So I get hot now about the interceptions about Brett Favre. A lot of those happened late in his career.
Yes.
Late when he
And
was
not necessarily with the Packers either, right? So.
I mean,
He had some with the
There were some
Packers.
years with the Packers, but that was the romantic part about Brett Favre, the gunslinger. He's going to take that chance. There's times where Aaron Rodgers, used to get frustrated because he wouldn't take the chance. He'll throw the ball away or take a sack instead of risking throwing an interception. Yep. Brett Favre's like, I'm not taking a sack. I'm not throwing the ball away. If I have a chance to make a play, even if it's 1% chance of making a play, I'm going to try to make that play.
I was going to say the same thing. It's like, it's almost like they needed like somebody, do I dare say like a Mahomes, who takes the chances that Favre does, but sometimes knows when to limit the chances. Do I dare say a Josh Allen got the Bills speed flex in here and the college one? Josh Allen last year, he evolved that step in his game. He still forced some throws, but he played more under control because there's some playoff games where I think against the Niners a couple games, I think the game against the Buccaneers a couple years back where he was almost too careful to, not make the big play, and it kind of cost the Packers in the playoffs. So some of the guys like Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes in today's game still got that gunslinger, but they do have, even like Brady and Manning, same thing. Like, they knew when to go for it and when to limit it a little bit. So Rodgers was almost too cautious. Favre was not cautious enough. But hey, they're both top 10 quarterbacks of all time. So who are we to question them? We're not top 10 all time in anything we do.
Who are you to question my Patrick?
That's right, Tom. How dare I? Part of that is because Rodgers is a jerk so often, says Bob. Most intercepted quarterback in NFL history, but he was a gunslinger, says Heath. That's right. So let me look this up, though. Here's the pass TD to interception ratio, though. Rodgers is number one, but I bet you that Favre is like somewhere on this list. This is so Rodgers is one, Lamar Jackson is two, Mahomes is three, Russell Wilson's four, Brady's five, Herbert. I was going to say, I bet you Brett Favre is somewhere on this list, though, because he did throw a ton of touchdown passes. There's Kurt Warner, 48.
Most interceptions thrown in a single season, Hall of Famer George Blanda.
How about that?
42 interceptions.
You would not believe who is 13th all time in touchdown to pick ratio.
Kirk Cousins.
He's actually he's 16th.
Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor.
So takes care of the football.
Tyrod Taylor.
He's been a backup for 10 years.
All right.
Talk about a journeyman. That guy's been all over
Josh
the place.
Allen, by the way, is 14th all time in that stat. Steve Young, 21st all time.
He's below Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, one spot to go in that college break at that Steve Young speed flex. Matthew Stafford, speaking of a gunslinger, 28th all time in touchdown to pick ratio, right?
He throws a lot of picks too.
He did, threw a lot of touchdowns as well.
Yes, he did.
Number 49, Chad Pennington. Shout out to Pennington.
Chad Pennington.
Kurt Warner, 47, available in the break room. Andy Dalton, 44. The Red Rifle. Andy Dalton. So there you go.
One of the coolest helmets of all time. Andy Dalton was on the team, the TCU team that went to the Rose Bowl. The frog had the rose in its mouth.
Oh, yes. I
just thought that was cool.
TCU has always had really cool helmets, cool uniforms.
We pulled the Tomlinson in the college series, but you're right. TCU does have some good stuff.
The Horned Frog. I love that name, too.
I heard rumors of Ricky's story, Charles, but I refuse to listen to it. I'm sorry. I refuse to listen to it.
What, the Heisman story?
Ricky's Theismann story.
I refuse to listen to Ricky anyway, so.
I was going to say, I don't remember hearing it for what it's worth.
Yeah, right.
So I refuse to listen.
Yeah,
508 touchdowns to 336 interception career, says Derek. Yeah, 508 touchdowns. I would take that.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, I'm guessing that's Favre.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Derek is saying. 508 to 336.
Yeah, Rodgers is 501.
It's gotta be Favre that you're talking about.
Yeah, I'll take a 3-time MVP. Brett Favre, the best quarterback of the 90s on my team.
Yeah? See, I think Steve Young's the best quarterback of the 90s, but I love that. Could go be either guy.
NFL Network has him too.
Yeah, right?
Can't go wrong.
So Steve Young, by the way, also in that new Vault series. on that very, very clean Rave helmet with the red ink, Steve Young. Very, very nice. So everything left in this series, by the way. Did I mention that? All the headliners left. I know we're waiting to put that next double up and that next single up, but the quad is active. There is 4 boxes coming out. All in on Favre over Rodgers. Maybe buy into the break for Favre, says Timothy Edgett. There we go. He's on that Favre train. It just like, and it feels weird to say this because, let's be fully honest, Brett Favre, pretty sketchy guy off the field. But his personality was incredible. Like, you watch him run around the football team, a football field as a kid, look like a guy playing backyard football. It seemed like his teammates loved him. Does not seem that Aaron Rodgers' teammates have the same affinity for him as Brett Favre's teammates.
Devontae Adams, maybe that was about it.
Because he got the ball a lot.
Yeah.
I would say more teammates say good things about Rodgers than most. I think that's
You know,
a couple, Jermichael Finley and Greg Jennings.
Yeah, so I was actually thinking of Jermichael Finley.
It seems like he's got a tight knit group, right?
So-
Like
Yeah, he's got his
guys, but
he's got his inner circle.
Yeah, Steve Young is a good lefty, Derek. He's a great lefty. Steve Young is terrific. Which, by the way, we have 1 to go in that college double. I think it just sold out, actually. How about that? We have a college double that's ready.
Nice.
Just got to get that Shopify fixed, but college double is sold out.
I'm excited for that.
Here's the goal. Again, all this will be really good trading for you. Let's get all the stuff sold out on the break page. Then this gets reloaded back up. And Alex has a lot of orders to put in at once.
Yeah.
It'll feel like a chase.
That'll be good.
It'll be really good practice.
Excellent training.
Excellent training.
I'm doing orders in my
for
sleep
Alex
tonight, man.
Oh, man.
I know it's unfortunate, but I'm glad the college closed out finally.
Yeah. I think it's going to be one of those things where we open up a couple boxes and they see what it's all about in the college. Dom, you can attest to this. The college series oftentimes is based on people's NFL career, but you look at like Johnny Manziel, Vince Young, Jameis Winston, some of the greatest college quarterbacks of all time, Matt Leinart, names like that where maybe they weren't great in the NFL, but you get their college helmets, college football icons, they're in that and more section.
Mm-hmm.
They're the non-headliners in the break. Like, for example, like Tyreek Hill, George Kittle, Terrell Davis. You know, they were good, obviously, but not great college careers. They're the ones getting that secondary headliner status based on their NFL career.
Right.
But if it were me, personally, I would take on a college helmet, Johnny Manziel, Matt Leinart, over Tyreek Hill, George Kittle, any day of the week. So that and more section in the college series is sneaky good.
Yep, absolutely.
Sneaky good. I mean, Vince Young, Johnny Manziel, 2 of the top 10 greatest college quarterbacks of all time are often in that section. I'm not saying they are in this series. I'm not guaranteeing it, but they're often in that and more section.
You know, you never know.
Uh-huh.
You never know. What about like a Tebow? Common? Would a Tebow possibly be?
Tebow would probably be photoed.
Photo? You
Yeah,
think so?
it's Tim Tebow.
Even though his NFL career wasn't.
Yeah, he would usually. Well, I mean, you never know. It is called the
never know.
mystery box. I would say Dom Tebow normally does get photoed designation in the college.
Especially in a college series, he's one of the
Yeah,
best
Tim
college
Tebow
players.
is iconic.
I did the
He
only
was.
time I've ever pulled Tim Tebow in a non-college series was he was in the and more section in the Diamonds out of Florida too. So.
He was. He was actually. I think this might have been before you started doing high roller with him. It might have been Collins still, but we had him in an and more authentic Florida on the high roller night too. So he has been, you know.
It's back up. It's back up. Woo! We're here. We're running.
We back. All right, you better get those
You guys
orders
have
in
no
real
idea
quick,
how
though,
excited
before
I
it
am right
happens
now, man.
again.
Woo!
So.
I'm pumped now. All right, I'm on it. We're not too.
All right, so we'll get the orders put in, guys. We are back and running. I know we have a bunch of breaks coming up.
Get the orders. I'll make the live.
Yeah, let's do that. Teamwork. Dom will upload the next breaks. You're just worried about the orders,
Yep.
Alex. Thank you, Dom. And I actually will do what I suggested earlier, just in case. I'm going to take a picture of all these orders.
Yep.
And I'm going to put them in a Slack between the 3 of us. So we have them just in case something crazy happens.
They have a heck of an investigative team over there at Shopify, man, they got that figured out quick.
They're usually pretty quick.
That was quick.
They're actually usually quicker than us, to be honest.
Well, I mean,
but I'm guessing that there's less people working at night.
And that was probably a big issue for them. So we got to figure it out. Who cares?
So I took a photo, and I'm going to send this to you guys just in case we need it, Alex, in case it goes down again. Here are you, and I'm going to send this to Dom as well in a Slack message. Awesome. So, guys, we're back and running. We'll go in the order the break sold out. I believe it will be probably the practice squad. It might be the college. I guess we'll find out. There's a practice squad single that we have to do, a college double that we have to do, and then we'll have those new vaults up, the single, double, and quad in the new series for you as well, guys. Appreciate you guys on knocking those out. And we should be off and running the rest of the night. Only 7:37 too, so the night's just getting started, folks. The night is just getting started. The night is young, but not full of terrors. Full of awesome autograph memorabilia is what it's full of. NBA Finals about to tip off as well. So that's going down tonight. We have a sick NBA series as well. Don't forget that, guys. If you're watching this basketball game tonight and you've bought in our basketball series, you're looking for a lot of three-pointers tonight because it's a top spot draw for everybody in the basketball series. One person will get a gift card. It's a $5 gift card times the amount of threes made in the series. So they make 100 threes, $500. And you make 200 threes, $1,000 gift card. And that is both teams combined. And Derek asking if you have a Kirk Cousins Michigan State lid in your PC.
That would be cool. I do not.
His autograph is beautiful. Now, we used to get Kirk Cousins quite a bit. We don't get him much anymore, unfortunately, because he got benched. But he has one of the nicest looking autographs in memorabilia. It's just like perfect penmanship for Mr. Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I don't have much Michigan State memorabilia, Derek, but that's a good question.
You might see a Michigan State in the Ann Moore section in college.
I'm hoping so.
Jaden Reed, Kenneth Walker.
Yep.
Those are guys that might be in that Ann Moore section.
Absolutely.
In the college series. Speaking of threes, we just had a 3-point miss, but I'm sure there'll be the first three of the finals very soon. That game has tipped off. Is it the practice squad that was first, or what was it, the college?
I think I'm getting there. I think
Okay,
it actually
good.
might be the practice squad, but I'll tell you in 2 seconds.
Oh, you're good. Take your time. Alex will get that ready, guys, and we are going to have breaks coming up. Shout out to Dom in the back room, did upload the next vault and already bought in the next vault double.
There we go.
Shout out to Dom Pellegrini, getting things done behind the scenes. He also uploaded the next practice squad as well. Thank you, Dom.
Thanks, Dom.
Appreciate you, my man. So breaks coming up. It's going to be break after break after break here in the break room.
Thank you, Dom.
Appreciate you, Dom. While I have you real quick, can you upload the single too? We never got the single up in the vault. Yeah. And do you want to just double check the price and everything?
Yeah.
It just might be $1 cheaper, but just double check. It just seemed like it was off, but we'll double check. So practice squad, college are coming up. Should be a lot of action on that break page. Teddy Butler, Chris Millard, Timothy Edgett, Charles Nelson, Joshua Rouser, Heath Stepan, Reginald Taglicod, Logan Rowe, Sean Davis. All these guys ordering here the last 30 or 40 minutes, making moves on that Ultimate Autographs live break page. I always say the best customers in the business, man, here in our break room, Ultimate Autographs.
So it's actually going to be the practice squad single that we do first.
Yep, that's what I figured.
So I will put that up
All
shortly.
right, I'll go ahead and ask for the box number. Practice squad single. Go ahead and drop me a box number, guys. First come, first serve in that practice squad single. Now, this will not be the last practice squad box of the day, that's for sure. We'll have more heat coming up with 7 authentic helmets in the practice squad still left. 6 authentic helmets, plus a full-size rep Kurt Warner. We did have our first 3 of the finals going to the Thunder. So that gift card's going to add up. Charles Nelson calling for the wheel. Okay, so we're good. All right, we'll leave it at that. I don't know if it was a mistype, but we'll just leave it.
Yeah, it was on the Spotify page or Shopify page. It was
Yeah.
I say the other one all the time.
maybe just $1 cheaper.
Maybe. I feel like it was entered incorrectly, but that's fine. We'll leave it up. They get a discount. You guys are welcome from our bottom of our hearts. Yeah. Yeah. They're always 93, aren't they?
They've. I usually they're 93, but is it like a set 93? Because I don't know if it's like the practice squad sometimes. Or the practice squad.
All right, we'll leave it. Maybe we'll revisit tomorrow. If otherwise, we might give you guys a discount for tonight in that vault break. All right, so wheel for Charles. Thank you, Charles. Wheel was coming up. We'll get the wheel queued up. Practice squad out of 30. What do we got here? It is early number 7 in the practice squad. 7. We do have 7. 7 is coming off the board here in the practice squad. All right, Bradley Brainard, Timothy Edgett, Larry Jensen, Reginald Taglicod, Heath Stepan, Timothy Edgett again, and Charles Nelson in here. Alrighty, guys, good luck. Let's get rolling. We got ourselves 6 clicks, 4, 5, and 6. All right, Timothy's got the NFC North. Right below in the NFC South, we got Reginald Taglicod, Charles Nelson, the NFC East, Timothy NFC West, Bradley AFC North, Timothy AFC South, Larry AFC East, and Heath in the AFC West here. Good luck, guys. Box 7 coming up. 7 out of 30 in the practice squad.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah,
Good
let's
luck,
see some
fellas.
Heath. I know it's not a mini helmet, I'll tell you that much. This is definitely not a mini helmet in the practice squad. Ooh,
Good.
this is good. This is good. I'll be honest, not a guy we often get in the break room. It's a great hit. One of the best tight ends of all time on the Camo Authentic, Shannon Sharp.
Ooh.
Very, very clean. Shannon Sharp has the single game receiving yard record for a tight end. Pro Football Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champion, a bunch of Pro Bowls, now a terrific TV star. Nice lid right there. Shannon Sharp on the Camo Authentic. It is Heath Stefan. Nice job, Heath. Shannon Sharp here in the break room.
Very cool lid.
I love the camo.
Yeah, me too. I like them too.
That's a very sharp lid if I ever saw one.
Yeah.
Yeah, very sharp.
Very sharp.
Look at that. Pun intended. Shannon Sharp, by the way, 8-time Pro Bowler, 3-time Super Bowl champion, 4-time All-Pro. The guy was just incredible. Over 10,000 receiving yards. Nice lid right there for Heath. You know who's really good at puns, apparently, Dom, and you and I have a lot of work to do, and I hate it. Rip.
Yeah.
Rip is a guru at those.
I gotta call my riders.
All right, gotta call our riders because Rip might make us both look bad. Heath, what's your team? Says William. Good question. What's your squad, Heath? Do let us know your squad, my man. Love to know what all our, favorite teams are here in the chat with all our wonderful customers here at UA. Shannon Sharp here. And then we have the college double coming up next. And I got to be honest with you. We had a good show last night, or Tuesday night when we were here. Good show Monday night. But we did not get into much, if any, college. And I've been dying to get these college boxes done.
Me too.
I'm excited.
Very excited. I was bummed when the Shopify was struggling.
Yeah,
we want to see the
college break.
What?
Yeah, right?
That's why I was so pumped when it started working again.
Keith says, I'm a Miami fan, but I loved Shannon as a kid. He was a stud. That he was. He was. We got a lot of good Miami stuff in the break room. Those fins, right? The cheetah, by the way, is in the series. The half and half college secondary headliner. So half and half college double number 3. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers, guys. Timothy Karakis, Sean Twinkstrom, Parker Taylor, Robert Stucco, Josh Rouser, Teddy Butler, Josh Rouser, and Chris Millard here. I'll need 2 box numbers, guys. Double the boxes, double the fun here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. And then, yeah, we should be off and running. Everything is active.
Everything's
already
good.
got a spot taken on the next vault double. You guys are getting ahead of it, which is great. We do have the vault single. Got a spot taken in there as well. So keep those orders rolling. Should be a lot of boxes here tonight.
Yes, sir.
Sean wants 14. Thank you, Sean. 14 in the college half and half. That is good. Need one more. It is a double box break. 14, and what else, sir? 24. He's seeing 4s everywhere here in the break room. You know, it must be a psychological thing. All that Brett Favre talk. We see 4s, which also means Brett Favre is coming out tonight out of that vault series.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be the play. You can put the Heinz Ward away, Dom, if you want to get ahead of it from the early show. And then we'll leave Jim McMahon up for a little bit. I love having a bear helmet up here.
Bet you do.
I know he's not going to survive the night, but we'll give him a little bit of love. Jim McMahon. He's a Packer Super Bowl champion, Dom.
I heard that story.
Yeah, I was glad you heard it.
I heard about that.
Alex didn't know that one, so.
I did not.
I use that one sometimes. I try to not use the same stories every
I
time.
thought he was a career Bear.
Yeah, but I have used that one before.
I think it's really cool that he wore the jersey.
I think
the
so
White
as
House.
well. I think so as
I
well.
wonder what his teammates thought of that, though.
They probably hated him. But, you know, he's a tough guy, so he don't care.
All right.
All right, so Timothy, you got yourself the LSU, Purdue, and Florida spot, which could be Drew Brees, Jamar Chase. And we got Josh Rouser in the Wyoming, BYU, and Georgia spot. Could be Josh Allen. Could be Steve Young. Now, Sean Twinkstrom, Oregon, Texas, and Miami. Talk about football royalty right there.
Yeah.
Marshall, Iowa, Tennessee for Teddy Butler. Michigan, USC, and Pittsburgh for Robert Stucco. Utah State. Virginia Tech, Oklahoma State, Chris Millard. Mentioned that Cheetah could be Okie State. Josh Rouser, Oklahoma, Auburn, ASU. Auburn, Bo Jackson, Speed Flex. Then Parker Taylor, Colorado, TCU, and Bama. Maybe Derrick Henry coming up. All right, 14 of 30 coming up. 14 of 30, guys. First of 2 boxes. It does feel heavy.
Uh-oh.
So we could be flexing here.
Let's flex it
We
up.
could be flexing. All right. I can feel a visor already on this one. I'm feeling a visor already. Oh, man. Oh, man. I got one of the most iconic football sayings of all time. Roll Tide, Derrick Henry.
My goodness.
The Alabama Speed Flex.
There it is.
Roll Tide for Josh Rouser. You've got that Bama spot. Congratulations, Josh. That is absolutely stunning right there on your Derrick Henry Speed Flex. Heisman Trophy winner at Bama. He had 2,000 yards rushing in a season in high school, 2,000 yards rushing in college, and 2,000 yards rushing in the NFL as well. An absolute beast of a running back. He'll run over you. Very underrated speed. We saw that in that touchdown against the Bills this year. Incredible helmet. Heck yeah, congrats, says Jacom King, Derrick Henry in the break room. How about that, boys?
That guy is a beast. That helmet is sweet. I love the Bama look, man. I love the helmets on the numbers, too. That's I've always been a big fan of that. But the visor, I've talked about this a lot. Visor makes that helmet, man, I think.
The combination of power and speed, it just does not make sense to me for Derrick Henry.
Yeah, he shouldn't be that fast. And he shouldn't be that strong either.
And that big, dude. He's so big. He's like,
This-
what, 6'3", 6'2"?
Buffalo one, the one he was like smiling.
Yeah. Just having a good time. I would not want to be stiff armed by this guy. That's
No.
for sure. No, thank you. No stiff arms from this terrific player right here, King Derrick Henry. So we'll get this one put up top here. This is the leader in the clubhouse so far for hit of the show, but obviously, you know, the night's still young. The night is still young.
Cordell High. Okay.
Oh, Alabama, did I mark the wrong one? Oh, my God. I see I saw put Auburn. Alabama. Who's got the Bama spot? I marked Auburn. Alabama is Parker Taylor. My bad. Thank you. Appreciate that, Bradley. That is Parker Taylor getting the Derrick Henry.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
See, they're right next to each other, the Auburn and Bama, how they should. So obviously I know it's Bama, but I think I marked the wrong one on accident. So appreciate you there. Bradley Williams, it is Parker Taylor. Apologize on that one, Josh. You did not get the Derrick Henry because it is the Bama spot for Parker Taylor. So great job, Parker. Great job, Mr. Peter Parker Taylor with the Derrick Henry. Psh, psh. He's flying right there. Great hit, my man. Roll Tide indeed.
Or the commercial High Tide.
High Tide. Joshua Simmons, what? One of our customers.
Is that him in the commercial? Did you ever see that one?
I have seen that one, yeah.
High Tide.
I like the commercial with Derrick Henry where he's like lifting like a whole tire, a car on his back or whatever.
At State Farm, I believe.
I'm like, yeah, dude, this guy's a beast.
He is a beast.
This dude is a heck of a beast. Charles dropping that info about that basketball series. You are correct. Let's get those gift cards given out. One of my picks today in my, player props, Dom, 30-plus points for SGA. Got 9 already the first, Lord. 7 minutes. The guy is playing like the MVP tonight, that's for sure. All right, one more box coming up in the double. Derrick Henry going to Parker Taylor on the first box, the Bama spot. The second one is also big and heavy. Big and heavy. I see a beautiful visor. Oh, let's go! Let's go! This time, Josh, you are winning. It's a Josh for a Josh. Josh Rouser with the Josh Allen Wyoming Speed Flex. How about that? This college series is taking off here tonight. Incredible speed flexes. Josh Allen, one of the best stories in college football history. So out of high school, Dom, Josh Allen had 0 D1 offers out of high school. 0, nada, zilch.
Nada.
Had to go to community college. Beast in high school, beast in community college. There was 2 colleges looking at him out of community college. The one college, I'm blanking on the other college, but they saw that Wyoming was interested. They heard about the Wyoming offer. They heard about Josh Allen flirting with Wyoming. Got rid of the offer. So the only offer, the only option Josh Allen had for college football, Wyoming. He went there. The rest is history. First round pick. League MVP last year. This helmet worth well over $1,000. Great job, Josh. Amazing hit, says SMC. Wow, that's hot. Congrats, says Jacom. Josh Rouser. Congrats on the Josh Allen Wyoming Speed Flex.
The other team, the second time we mentioned them this show, Eastern Michigan.
See, when he said that, I thought it was Eastern Michigan, but I didn't want to butcher it. So
you got it.
Eastern Michigan butchered that.
It withdrew its offer after Allen visited Wyoming. So
yeah.
Bet they regret that.
Yeah, of course they do. Because what if you had chosen Eastern Michigan? But it would put that school on the map. I know he put Wyoming on the map because I didn't know anything about Wyoming before he went there, right?
One of the most underrated helmets in college football. I love that.
Clean. It's a clean helmet. Great job, Josh Rouser, on the Josh Allen.
Nice hit, Josh. Congrats.
So this might be hit of the show. Very, very nice, man. And to me, it's kind of like baffling, Dom, because, oftentimes some of the guys like Drew Brees, for example, who's a headliner in this series, right? Like Russell Wilson. It's these shorter guys that, get overlooked. But Josh Allen was a big, tall guy in high school. Big, tall guy in JUCO. Big arm, athletic. Like, you think of an NFL quarterback, you want to have a tall guy that can zip the ball, look over the offensive line. He's like your prototypical, perfect, quarterback specimen. In how the heck did no one recruit this guy? I don't get it. He's a small school in California, so it's a big state. could get overshadowed, I believe, but like
Fireball High School.
Fireball High School.
Not that Fireball.
Oh, I mean, come on. We should have a lot of fireballs. Everyone that missed them. Fireballs at anger,
I
man.
think that's how you pronounce
Wow,
it.
Eastern Michigan withdrew its offer.
We were just talking about it. And you mentioned him earlier. Yeah, we're just talking about that
I would
now.
have loved to go watch him play.
Yeah,
there.
right? So,
A little better, Charlie Batch.
crazy. So,
Batch did well.
Charles dropping in his email looking to sell the triple signed Redskin helmet. So, talk to Charles if you're interested on that one. And yeah, I told you guys, this series is really, really good. Let's keep it going. Jamar Chase, Bo Jackson, Steve Young. There's 2 bonus flexes. There's so much stuff that we got to get after in this series.
You said the Rams was your favorite standard NFL helmet. What's your favorite standard college football helmet?
Ooh, it's a great question.
I love the LSU helmet.
LSU has to be up there. Okay, so maybe I should rephrase the way I'm going to answer this question because it's Mizzou. Because I love Mizzou. I'm sorry, Dom. I love Mizzou. But taking my team bias out of it, LSU has to be up there. The beautiful LSU speed flex there, the yellow, the purple, the physical tiger. That's iconic. I do love the Miami helmet. Miami helmet is very, very nice. I do like that Purdue helmet, too. It's very golden. The Drew Brees one. So LSU's got to be up there. I like USC's.
Yeah.
I know we pulled it, but the Palomalu with that Trojan looks very, very clean. And then TCU, LaDainian Tomlinson, right? That looks nice, too. How about you? Do you have a favorite?
LSU's up there. USC's up there because it's pretty much all the traditional ones. Notre Dame. I love the Florida one, the orange. But maybe LSU's number 1. I hate to say it.
Yeah, it's nice.
I think so.
Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
I actually like the Notre Dame with the clover. I know we have the rep personals for
yeah.
college. I like the clover.
Yes.
On Joe Theismann. That one I
cool.
think is a nice touch for me.
I like
of course, I love Joe too.
I like those Oklahoma State Tyreek Hill. I know those are alternate. but-
Well, that's what we have in here. The Tyreek Hill in the college will be Oklahoma State. He got booted out of Oklahoma State, but he was, a little troublemaker in college. But
Texas iconic helmet.
Texas is good too. It's another way to look at
I was
like
gonna
college
say
helmets.
Texas.
Is that a Heisman inscription on Ricky, or just a regular Heisman inscription?
No, it's a Heisman with the GH. Yeah. Actually, I like the ones that where you can see the Buckeyes on the back, the Buckeye stickers.
Yeah.
Ohio State's classic as well. So a lot of great college stuff, guys. I will say this about the college series. College helmets are not as easy to get. They're not as common. You don't see them as often. Ultimate Autographs is the best place for college helmets. And it could be weeks to our next college series. So I would say get your spots.
Exhibit A. Take a look at that Josh Allen.
Derek's saying, Charles, I think Tanya was looking for that lid. So Charles, maybe talk to Tanya about a deal, perhaps. You guys can work something out. Could be a possibility. SGA better get those rebounds up, though, Dom. For me and Ricky's got 1 rebound so far.
Long game.
Yeah, it's still the first quarter. Yep, Parker Taylor's got Bama. That is correct. That was my bad. The Bama and Auburn were next to each other. It's not Josh Rouser. I'm guessing why you mad at me, YT. Make sure you're live. Click that live button. Sometimes people on YouTube, they pause their show. They forget that, they take a phone call. They open up another, side stream, and then they're not live. But yes, we got it. Parker does, in fact, have that squad. That is my bad. We did get that figured out and fixed here. So let's do a top-to-bottom rundown. It's been a hot minute. It's the 8 o'clock hour. I'm going to go ahead and do a top-to-bottom rundown on the break page, let you guys know what we got going on, and let's keep the party going here.
Let's do it.
A lot of good stuff left, especially in the vault. I'll get a quick drink. We'll talk about that vault series where everything is still left, and that should be the hot one tonight. Alrighty, guys. We have a single, double, and quad in that vault. We've done 3 boxes of the new vault. We have only pulled, we pulled no headliners. Not a single headliner. The Terry Bradshaw Steeler Authentic, 4-time Super Bowl champion, still out there.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful looking auto for Terry Bradshaw. We got the Steve Young Rave helmet with the red ink for the 2-time MVP quarterback. expensive auto, Niner legend Steve Young. This custom Ray Lewis with the sick-looking visor, the vinyl Ray Lewis, is very, very clean. NFL's all-time tackle leader. That is one that I absolutely love here in the break room. Look at the gold there. Look at the Raven coming out. That is, wow. That might be the coolest visor I've ever seen.
That is sweet.
That Ray Lewis visor is nuts. We have this Hydro Speed Flex, Tony Gonzalez with the red ink, that beautiful red visor, red face mask. Most catches, most receiving yards ever by tight end, Chief legend Tony Gonzalez. We have a lot of options to double up, right? It's less than $200 in that vault double. You can get yourself, for example, the sick Adrian Peterson lid. This is worth $1,500 in the ballpark, maybe even more. Most rushing yards in a single game. Top 5 in rush yards, rush touchdowns. Incredible Viking speed flex. You get the NFC North. You can double up with Brett Favre, Adrian Peterson, that beautiful Favre with the yellow on the bottom, the green visor. You're looking at north of $2,000 in value for less than $200 in that NFC North double up. You can double up Ray Lewis speed flex with the Terry Bradshaw. Again, same deal. 2 helmets, looking at north of $2,000 in value in that ballpark. Get them for less than $200. You can double up Tony Gonzalez and Antonio Gates in the AFC West. Charger fan, maybe the 2 best Chargers of all time. LaDainian Tomlinson, second all-time in rush touchdowns. Antonio Gates, first all-time in receiving touchdowns for a tight end. AFC West, 1 spot. Get them both. Emmitt Smith speed flex, the greatest Cowboy of all time, the only Cowboy MVP. Get that speed flex, guys. Again, worth over $1,000. Get it for less than $100 in the single. Edgerrin James, the Hall of Fame running back. Puka Nacua, one of the best young receivers on that rave. NFC West, 1 spot. Could get you Steve Young and Puka Nacua in the double. And for all the guys that missed out on Josh Allen, if you don't want the Wyoming helmet, Josh Allen speed flex with this awesome inscription. There's only 1 football player that can inscribe this in the world.
Did we do that vault key for Logan?
Did we not do the vault key?
I don't think so.
Thank you, Dom. We'll do that vault key after this rundown. Thank you, sir. So I got, yeah, you're good. We're good. Adrian Peterson speed flex, like I mentioned, but only 1 player in the league can have that 24 NFL MVP inscription. Just Josh Allen, right?
That's right.
That's an incredible helmet. The blue visor. We have 3 secondary headliners still left, guys. That includes Nico Collins, Marcus Allen, Sam Laporta. So currently 27 boxes left. We have 15 headliners.
That's right.
Better than a 50% chance in that vault series. Practice squad. We did a single. Was it a single we did earlier?
Yep, just a single. That
Just
was
a
it.
single. So down to 18 boxes left. 7 total headliners. Could have a mooning. Warren Moon being our secondary headliner there. And then, of course, of the photoed headliners, we're looking at a lot of authentics. Kurt Warner on that beautiful flash rep. But then top 5 running back Bijan Robinson today on that Falcon authentic. Top 5 dual sport athlete ever, Bo Jackson. Terrific receiver, A.J. Green. The best defensive tackle in the history of football. The best in the history of football at his position, Aaron Donald, for $48 in the practice squad. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Derek has trades for that if it gets pulled. Top 5 receiver in the game on that beautiful Lion authentic. Still lurking in that practice squad.
Surgery.
Right?
Did he? I didn't see that.
Okay for trading.
Of course he will. He's a tough son of a gun.
Yeah, he is.
We have the diamond helmets, guys. Every single helmet in here is a full-size authentic. There's 0 replicas, 0 minis, 0 jerseys. The biggest names in football, all authentics. And we have quite a few speed flexes left. Kurt Warner on this blue chrome speed flex. The terrific quarterback, Kurt Warner. Probably the best football player ever to not get drafted. That's a piece of history right there.
Absolutely.
That Kurt Warner chrome. Top 5 corner of all time, Darrelle Revis on the Hydro Speed Flex. Again, this lid worth over $1,000. Get it for less than $100 in that single. We still got ourselves the Derrick Henry Speed Flex We got the college Henry. How about the NFL Henry, right? Bijan Robinson slate as well. Very, very nice in this series. The Diamonds. College half and half. We're down to now 12 boxes left. We have 2 bonus speed flexes, plus Jamar Chase, the Blitnikoff Award winner, part of probably the best college football team of all time. I know the 0-1 Miami is great, but I look at Ken Dorsey and Joe Burrow. Yeah. I'm like, that LSU team with Burrow, Chase, Jefferson.
The difference is the quarterback.
It just, yeah.
Willis McGahee was a big factor for that Miami team, too. Ken Dorsey versus Burrow. Burrow's winning all day.
Yeah, Burrow.
Yeah.
And I feel like, too, like, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say, but, like, as good as the guys were on that Miami team, the cornerbacks, defensive backs.
Was that Clinton Portis?
Clint Portis might have been on that team.
Who's the safety? Why am I blanking?
Well, Ed Reed was on, I think, Miami back then. Philip Buchanan, I might have been on that team. But I mean, like, how are they going to stop Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, though?
Sean Taylor.
Sean Taylor, R.I.P.
Savage.
R.I.P. But I would still take my chances with Burrow, Chase, and Jefferson, personally. Bo Jackson on that speed flex, the Heisman Trophy speed flex.
I can't believe 2/3 are on the same team right now, Burrow and Chase.
I know, it's weird. That's why they're so good together. They have that chemistry.
And we were trying to, everyone's mock drafting an offensive lineman there.
Yeah, they said so. Yeah, that's the truth, Dom. They said that Burrow got injured, their O-line wasn't good, and that is true. But when you have a combination, a quarterback that loves his receiver that much, they drafted Jamar Chase, and they went to the Super Bowl. Like, it was a really good draft pick.
Chemistry.
You can't miss out on chemistry. Those two guys together, I mean, it's the best quarterback-receiver duo. Mahomes is amazing. Lamar's amazing. Allen's amazing. But their number one receiver is not Jamar Chase level.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, Travis Kelce's a tight end, but he's getting a little older. So it's definitely got to be Burrow and Chase, the best duo, quarterback, the pass catcher in the NFL today.
The scary thing about those two guys is they're not even close to the players that they're going to be. They're just scratching the surface.
Right.
Oh,
So,
They're young.
I mean, Jamar Chase has got the triple crown. He'll get better.
Yeah.
His autograph value will go up too.
What's this going to be? His 5th, 6th year in the NFL?
25. Just turned 25 in March.
Yeah, I think it's his 4th year only, right? Or 5th. Is it 4th or
Maybe it's
5th?
5th.
5th year in the NFL, Jamar Chase.
Yeah, already over 5,400 yards receiving, 46 touchdowns.
And he got hurt one of the seasons,
we were doing
too.
a show together on the Thursday night football game.
The
where he played
300
Ravens,
yards.
Where how many fantasy points you were going to get in a fantasy star?
Robbie had him, and Robbie beat me. I would have beat him if it wasn't for, and I would have made the playoffs if it wasn't for that week.
Yeah.
That hurt, man.
You were sad.
I was not in a good mood that show. Jamar Chase ruined my Thursday night. He ruined a lot of nights for a lot of people in the NFL. Jamar Chase is he's special. He's a special player.
Every time we had an update for that game, it was Jamar Chase 50-yard touchdown.
I was so upset, Tom. I was like, just stop this dude. But you can't do it. You can't do it.
I'll ask it after you're ready.
Okay, sounds good. Let me get through the rundown. Dom will ask after. Got the Bo Jackson, the Steve Young still out there. Bruce Smith, maybe the only way to stop Burrow and Chase. Get a pass rusher like Bruce Smith and sack the quarterback, right? 200 career sacks, the Vatek legend. Terrell Davis on Georgia. George Kittle on Iowa, tight end U. The Cheetah Tyreek Hill. We still got ourselves 12 boxes left in that college. And we have 8 headliners. 8 headliners in the last 12 boxes, guys. That is crazy. Went over the vault earlier. Again, in case you missed it, every single headliner left in the Deep Ball Vault series. Basketball break. How many threes so far in the game tonight?
I counted 6.
6 threes already.
I was checking the box.
In the first quarter.
6 threes, was that $30?
Yeah.
The first quarter of the first game, $30 right there.
So if you do times 4, it would be 24. Times 5, we're looking at 125. Times 4, that's 500 if it's a sweep. But if they play like 5-6 games, it could be a $700, $800 gift card.
That was a bad quarter. The Pacers didn't shoot well.
That's 29-20.
Yeah, they only made 3 threes apiece.
Uh-huh.
Those two teams both shot poorly in that quarter, and you already got $30 gift card. So when those two teams turn it on, especially the Pacers who shoot threes waking up out of bed.
They're streaky.
Yeah, so.
Neesmith starts knocking down threes.
Right?
Neesmith
weeks ago.
has not made a 3 yet.
Neesmith, yeah.
Yeah, he'll start making those. Halliburton 1-3, Neesmith no
The
threes.
Pacers, it's either Neesmith, Mathurin, or Nemhart. One of them's always good for a couple threes a game.
Absolutely.
They're just waiting which one is gonna.
Neesmith had 8 a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, again, the Knicks come back.
Won me a parlay, big time.
Mathurin had 20 points back. And barely played game 6.
So every live break spot purchased in this series is an entry into a top spot drawing. The winner of the top spot drawing will then receive a $5 gift card for every 3-point shot made during the NBA Finals. We do have, 6 boxes left. Karl Malone still left. The mailman on that licensed jersey, the classic Jazz jersey, one of the best 5 scorers ever. Let's get that Karl Malone jersey tonight. Then we have ourselves, went over the practice squad already, the jerseys, 3 boxes left. We're talking about Jamar Chase earlier on that LSU Speed Flex. Jamar Chase jersey for $28. 3 boxes left, 1 photo headliner. The best or second best receiver in the league, Jamar Chase, and then plus Fred Taylor, secondary headliner, 2 and 3 chance in the jerseys at a headliner. Mini helmets, boy, it's a good break room for Jamar Chase tonight because we got Jamar Chase on the mini as well. So the alternate Bengal mini, Triple Crown winner. You can double up with Ray Lewis, NFL's all-time tackle leader, 1 spot, AFC North, 2 headliners. Just like that. You can also double up in the AFC East. Hall of Fame running back O.J. Simpson. Hall of Fame cornerback Darrelle Revis. Marshall Faulk as well. One of the best running backs ever. Also Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith. NFL's all-time leading rusher. The vault and the minis it's kind of funny. Like you get the Emmitt Smith Speed Flex in the vault. Get the Emmitt Smith mini in the minis. Jamar Chase Speed Flex in the half and half. Get the mini in the minis. So we get the big helmet and the little helmet of these legends as well. So a lot of goodies, guys. Get your spots. Let's have some fun. Mystery box tab is open as well. We have our college helmets up as personals. All of these are still out there except for Ricky Williams. Classic lids, LSU, Notre Dame, Tim Brown in there. A lot of goodies in this college rep series. We have our normal replica helmets, which are still loaded. Names like Bo Jackson, Kurt Warner, love that, J.J. Watt, Warren Moon, A.J. Green, Patrick Willis, Kyron Williams, Ricky Williams, Jameson Williams. A lot of goodies in there. And do not forget, guys, this headliner package. If you're a new customer watching the show right now that has money to spend, you have money to spend and you're willing to risk it for the biscuit, you don't have to risk it in here. $1849.99. You get 1 mini, 1 jersey, 1 rep, 1 authentic. You get the best of all the worlds here in this headliner package. It is free for the GOAT people, but for the other people watching, if you're not yet a GOAT collector, you should get in this headliner package. Get yourself 4 items and a variety. What the heck is a GOAT collector, in case you're wondering, right? A new customer could be watching, wondering, what the heck is a GOAT collector?
I think they call that a farmer.
You might be, no. It's messy. It's a collector of messy memorabilia. Signature Club Rewards Program. I'm going to drop the link to our live break page first. That's where you buy all your spots, but I'll drop our link into our Sig Club Rewards Program as well. It's free to join. The more you order, the more free stuff you get. For example, you get $25 or 25 points per dollar gift cards on your birthdays, points for joining and following us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and then you spend money, earn 7,500 points, $10 gift card. For example, you get a $50 gift card at $120,000 points. You get yourself how about a free mini helmet mystery box, 325,000 points. All the way up to GOAT Collector, 800,000 points, headliner package, jersey mini helmet, rep helmet, and authentic helmet. You get those for free. Otherwise, $1849.99 for those that want to purchase them. So Charles has been chasing that jersey. There you go. They can gift me what they win. Well, people don't always want to gift stuff that you win, Charles. People want to earn stuff in the break room. I would not be using my hard-earned money and just gifting it to people. Not everyone is that nice, right? And we'll do that vault box. Logan, are you there, my man? Otherwise, I'm going to spin the wheel Thank you for reminding me, Dom. I completely forgot. Because Logan never said anything in the chat, and then I got lost and confused and dazed. So we got A, B, C, and D. Matthew McConaughey. You know, Matthew McConaughey and I have a lot in common. We love tennis. He was tweeting about tennis this afternoon.
I thought you were going to say you both want to see the Ricky Williams.
We do.
Yeah, helmet.
We do. We do want to see Ricky Williams at all times. Pacers now up to 5 threes.
There you go.
So they're knocking down threes, Dom.
It was a matter of time.
Uh-huh. So, all right, I'm going to randomize the wheel here. A through D. Good luck, my man. Good luck. So it's going to be, looks like...
Can I ask you guys the question that me and my chat had a debate yesterday?
Yes, hit me.
It's kind of a simple question. No alternates.
Okay.
Pro Bowl quarterbacks in the AFC next season.
Ooh.
It's actually a hard question because last year, Patrick Mahomes got, caught
Yeah.
up on the list. So.
It'll be Mahomes, Allen, who's available in the vault. Mahomes will have a bounce back year this year. I mean, he still had a great year last year. You know, for his standards, bounce back year. Only 3 get to make it.
It's a tough one, right?
I'm going to say Burrow gets it this year.
All right.
I'm going to say Burrow gets it this year. And then Lamar, odd man out. But it's tough to pick between those guys. Let's do B, Dom. B. B for Burrow, my pick.
I'm going to say Mahomes for sure.
Okay.
Josh Allen.
Yeah. Right?
And I'm going to go with just a sleeper here. Bo Nix.
Bo Nix!
Whoa!
Holy cow!
Oh, I like that.
Whoa! Hot take city!
I like that.
I don't know.
like that.
I can see
All
that.
right.
Yeah.
Bo Nix over Lamar and Burrow. I like it.
Hey, I asked for 3. I didn't ask for what 3. I like that. Good pick.
You never know.
You know,
That's a good pick.
Bo Nix might get it in because that.
You never know.
You know what's going to happen? Here's what's going to happen, Dom. Mahomes and Allen play in the AFC Championship again, and then they're not in the Pro Bowl. And then Burrow gets in,
That's what
Lamar gets in, and Bo Nix gets in.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm talking you're in, like you actually
Yeah.
earned it, not because
Sure.
every quarterback.
Oh, well, in that case,
I like
that's the
Bo
only
Nix
reason I was
pick.
picking Bo.
Oh, that's the reason
But,
they're picking Bo
because they
Nix.
need
don't
a
hate
third
it.
guy. But
Yeah.
I don't hate that
I'm
pick.
saying he's
Bo is
making
good.
it, maybe, at some point.
And Bo was good.
His rookie year was okay, man. He didn't do bad.
He's good. What movie were you in with Matthew McConaughey, Charles Nelson? I didn't know we had such a
We Are Marshall.
movie star.
We Are Marshall.
Is that right?
Yes.
Really?
Okay.
He was an extra. I remember that.
The Jack from Lost was in that movie too.
Matthew Fox.
Matthew Fox, yeah.
Yeah, he was a big star
That's cool.
20 years ago, I guess.
Well, I thought you were talking about Charles Nelson, big star.
He's a big star now.
He is a big star now. Absolutely.
Matthew Fox was a big star 20 years ago.
Long shot for me, Matthew Stafford, says Bob. We're talking about AFC.
Yeah.
But Matthew Stafford's going to be an NFC Pro Bowler, in my opinion.
I would say for
Right?
sure.
NFC's more of like a...
Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels, and Matthew Stafford. Or maybe Jared Goff. Sorry, Alex. I mean, those are the 4, right? Baker Mayfield, maybe? Those are your 5. Jordan Love, Dom, maybe?
So good, man.
Maybe?
Is Jared
How
Goff
about
no
this?
Pro Bowl
How
since he
about
went to
this
Detroit?
slogan row?
Golf is-
$300. Show me the money, Logan.
There you go.
$300 on your vault key, my man. Very, very nice, if you ask me. The Loganator here in the break room.
ACE?
Logan Rowe?
ACDC. Logan Rowe, yes, sir. So that's the $300 vault key.
There you go, man.
Nicely done. We've got a couple of vault keys out, but 0 headliners out in that vault series. Have not pulled a single headliner yet in that vault series, guys. 36 of you guys watching. So what did we decide earlier? Let's circle back on this question here. Let's go with top 3 helmets in the vault series. Give me your top 3 because we have the Speed Flex is Peterson aesthetically stunning, Ray Lewis aesthetically stunning, Tony Gonzalez aesthetically stunning, but arguably a bigger name is Josh Allen, Emmitt Smith. I mean, those are classic, but it's Josh Allen and Emmitt Smith. Then we have that custom Brett Favre helmet. We have your boy Steve Young. All right, I'm going to do it 4. Mount Rushmore of this series. You can only have 4 helmets. Rank them 1 through 4 in this series. 1 through 4.
You first?
Sure.
Sure.
Let's hear Dom first.
All right, Ray Lewis, of course. The new Madden trailer came out yesterday. The best man of all time is Man 05 or Ray Lewis on the cover, so that's definitely goes without saying. I'm picking Brett Favre. I'm picking that Steve Young from a man, Alex. And I do love the Rave helmets, and I love me some Steve Young.
Okay, the gold Rave with the red ink.
And of course, I know I may talk a little smack about this team, but I'm picking Tony Gonzalez on the Chiefs.
Oh, come on, Dom.
Tony Gonzalez on the Chiefs, one of the best tight ends of all time.
This one? Not this one?
It's my 5th.
Bias is out here showing Alex.
I gotta
Alex,
represent.
eliminate the bias. Don't be Pellegrini bias here.
Okay.
Hey, my 4 were good picks.
All right.
Go back to that picture. One
Yeah,
more.
yeah, go back. I'll show off
You
the
know,
picture
when
for you.
You asked me this the first time, I did not see the Tony Gonzalez.
It's
So
it's
number
really good.
1. Okay, this is going to sound weird, but I am going to put Brett Favre number 1. Then.
Okay. all right.
Quarterback. He's a legend, right? And that green visor is pretty dope. too.
Yeah, that's clean.
Because I was talking nice
Number-
about Charlie Batch earlier.
Thanks,
That's
man.
why
Yeah.
that's why he's liking this one so much.
Yeah, just I'm paying respects to Dom for giving Charlie Batch good words earlier, man. Yes.
Respect.
Tony Gonzalez, I'm going to put number 2. That's a sweet helmet. I love the red visor too. Come on, the Adrian Peterson helmet, I think could also be a number 1. I'm putting him 3. Steve Young, number 4, which is shocking, I know, because I'm a Steve Young fanboy, but come on.
Look, it's all personal preference,
Yeah.
but
Those are the flashiest helmets to me.
I'm going to go
vault there.
Adrian Peterson. I'm going to go Adrian Peterson because you guys didn't, and now I feel so much better about going Adrian Peterson on that custom Minnesota Viking Speed Flex. We got the skull across the top. I love that Adrian Peterson. That is the best looking helmet in that series, in my opinion. That is my number 1 in the vault. Number 2, I'm going to go Ray Lewis. It's the best visor I've seen.
Yeah.
This custom Ray Lewis visor. That is super duper clean. Then my number 3 is Tony Gonzalez. I love the yellow and the red. You know, I became a Chief fan more modern era, but gotta respect the legend. Even as a young football fan, Tony Gonzalez dunking on the goalpost after a touchdown, that was cool. That was very cool. That's my number 3. And then my number 4, I'm going to go Josh Allen. It has the blue visor. You guys, I love the blue visor. It's got a 24 NFL MVP inscription. Those are my top 4, but gosh, like Brett Favre, Emmitt Smith, Steve Young. I mean, any one of those guys. Even Puka Nacua.
Yeah,
It's my
I
favorite
know.
Rave. That beautiful yellow and black. That is, I'm not going to say it's the best vault series we've ever had because we've had some incredible vault series, but it is in the at least top 5% of vault series I've seen. This is really, really high end, really custom helmets, specialty helmets. In fact, I want to say the only standard helmets in here is what? We have the Bills, but it's got an inscription and a visor. We have the Steelers, but that's the Steelers standard. The Cowboys, again, Speed Flex and a visor. So then Chargers, but inscription and an LT. So most of these are some sort of custom design helmets. So get your spots, guys. Let's get that deep ball vault rocking and rolling here in the break room. Single, double, and quad is up. And every single headliner still available, guys, in that vault. We are going to have a jersey break coming up. 3 spots to go. Quick reminder. Have you had to do has he done a Thirsty Thursday order yet? You might not have seen one yet. So it's a Thursday promo, Alex. Every Thursday from, I think it's 12:01 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. This promo actually, say we get off the air at 10 o'clock. You can still use the promo up till midnight. If you buy 6 or more break spots in the same order, in the same cart, you select a jersey with one of them, that jersey spot is free.
Okay.
And those 6 spots must be bought at once, though.
Okay.
Not throughout the night, must be bought at once, and they could be into anything. Doesn't have to be jerseys, could be 2 vaults, 2 diamonds, a half and half, and a jersey.
Okay.
Just got to select a jersey with
good
one
deal.
of them, and you get that jersey spot for free. That is Thursday's only Thirsty Thursday promo.
Very good deal.
I'll take a look at the Matthews, Charles Nelson on your photos. Doesn't Tony come into the break room? Tony who? Tony Romo? We do get Tony Romo in the break room. What Tony is he talking about?
Yeah, Tony.
I don't know, Jim. I don't know, Jim. Mr. Jim. So 41-34, Thunder leading the Pacers right now. Already got 9 threes in the game, Tom.
Oh, my Lord.
And it's midway through the second quarter. So that gift card in that basketball series going up, up, and up. Tony Gonzalez, yeah, we get Gonzalez autos, but not all that often, Charles. So you might want to take advantage while you still can. SGA, by the way, Dom, up to 14 points.
Got 2 rebounds.
2 rebounds, so he's got to get, 6? He can get there, yeah.
If he has 4 at halftime, we're in good shape.
Yeah, even if he gets 3 at halftime, I'll live with that.
Should be a close game.
So should be an exciting game, one of the finals. Let's get those basketball items going, man. That series is down to only 6 boxes left. Pacers and OKC. So 36 of you guys watching, I'll put this in the chat. All caps, I'm not that mad yet. What would you guys like to break next? Jerseys are coming up, obviously. That's the closest one. But we're a little bit open afterwards. Not like we have some spots taken, a couple in the minis.
Yep.
We have a basketball double spot taken. We have spots taken in all the vaults, 1 or 2 in each of them. But we're not at that 4 magic number yet. Like that vault that has 6 to go, we knock out 2 more spots. We're at 4 to go. It goes pretty quickly, as you guys know.
The college half and half quad has 3 spots taken up.
Yeah.
So 5 to go. We're nearing that magic 4.
Is that Logan Rowe in there?
Logan Rowe's in there twice.
Yeah, Logan's got good taste.
Yes, he does.
Logan's a man of refined taste here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. So, yeah, you're right, Dom. It is close right now. 41-37 now. Problem about the basketball, the Thunder tend to be a second-half team. So my prediction for the series, too, by the way, was if the Pacers keep it within 5 or less at halftime of game 1, we could have a 6-game series. If the Thunder go up like 10, 15, they get that momentum, it could be a long series for the Pacers, or a short one, rather.
Credit to the Pacers, though. They've been a second-half team this postseason, too, so it should be fun.
You're right, Charles. Tony Gonzalez definitely comes in the break room while broadcasting a game. Yes, he does play the break room. The football tight end, Tony Gonzalez, the same guy, definitely, Charles.
Yes, same. 100%.
Not it's another guy with the same name.
Not
it
a
is
common
the same
name
guy
whatsoever, but
yes, it's definitely the same guy, Charles. You are indeed correct.
Anthony Gonzalez and goes by Tony.
Yeah, that's what it is. His YouTube name is I'm Tony Gonzalez.
It's really,
Question mark.
it has to really be him.
Right? So, yeah, we could get... Tony G, that's a part of history, though. Honestly, think about that. We're looking at the greatest tight end of all time, arguably, Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah.
For me, Alex is probably already learning this. Dom, I think, knows this already. But I am a lot more of a stickler on longevity when it comes to the greatest of all time. Because, I put Tony Gonzalez ahead of Rob Gronkowski, for example. Peak Rob Gronkowski, the apex, okay, Gronk. But Gonzalez has way more receiving yards than Rob Gronkowski. He did it for longer. And you're talking about the greatest careers of all time. There's not a single tight end ever with more catches or receiving yards than Tony Gonzalez.
No.
And Gronk should not be held accountable for this, but Tony Gonzalez didn't have the best quarterback of all time throwing him the football.
That's true. He had Brody Croyle at one point.
Yeah, Trent Green's pretty good.
Trent Green and him were good together.
Matty Ice.
I was going to say
Matt Castle, not so good at one point. Matty Ice at the end of his career for the Falcons. Briefly. I don't know if you've ever read the article about Tony Gonzalez, though. The offensive coordinator, I can't remember his name at the time in Atlanta, but him and Tony Gonzalez hated each other.
Wasn't it? No, it was not.
He wanted him to block more, and Gonzalez wanted to get more pass catches.
Of course.
And he was limiting his game, and there was one year where he was going to get a record or a bonus at the end of the year, and he didn't get the ball, and he was furious about it. Yeah, I don't remember who it was at the time, but
Now I have to know.
it's look it up.
I know Mike Smith was the coach. Maybe the coach.
I
back
think
then?
it was the offensive coordinator and Tony Gonzalez in Atlanta were
see.
beefing back in the day.
Click that.
Is what are you looking up Gonzalez's career?
Oop, no, it's Tony. Yeah, I want to look at the Falcons team now. I want to like see.
Right?
Here we'll do 2000.
It's like a deep piece article that I read about it. Deep piece article on Tony Gonzalez.
Trying to think like Mike Smith, the head coach at that time.
Mike Malarkey.
Oh yeah, former
Mike
head coach.
Malarkey.
Yeah, former head coach
Okay.
for
I think that was
Tennessee.
him. I think it was the OC. Was it the OC or the head coach? I think it was the OC that he had a disagreement with, wanted the football more.
And then in 2012, so Mike Malarkey was there for about 3-4 years, and then
Dirk Cutter.
Dirk Cotter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coach somewhere too.
So
Cotter, whatever.
Mike Malarkey coached. He was the head coach for a few seasons.
right.
Tennessee.
So yeah, I would say you keep Tony Gonzalez happy, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even in Atlanta though, like I'm looking at his numbers, man. 1,200 receiving yards in 2000 with the Chiefs, 1,258 in 04, 1172, 158, 10 touchdowns, 11 touchdowns, 10 touchdowns. Like you look at his last year in Atlanta, 16 games, 859 receiving yards,
It's still good.
8 touchdowns.
For a
Like
tight
as a
end,
tight
that's
end,
still
yeah.
good. If you're breaking
83 catches, 93, 80, 70, 83, 96, 99, 102. Nah, this guy was a force, Tony Gonzalez.
tight ends are an extension piece of the O-line, right?
Uh-huh.
And if you have a talented one, great. And if you're exceeding 500 yards as a tight end in a season, you're a great tight end. And look at this guy's numbers, man.
He's got more than 15,000 receiving yards.
Right.
Tony Gonzalez.
Yep. I got
So.
Yep. Thank you.
Oh, okay. So, want a clarification earlier? Someone in the chat earlier said that Randy White passed away. This is why I probably got to double check this info before I hear it. So, we were fooled, Tom. Bob Note gets the right info. Says, I haven't been watching the stream continuously, but former Dallas Cowboy Randy White is not dead. The Randy White who passed away was the husband of country singer Lori Morgan. So someone in the chat / we also did it because we read it and it's our fault as well. Randy White is alive.
He's alive and kicking.
He's alive and
well.
kicking the football. Randy White.
Heck yeah.
To the husband of the country singer. Condolences to that Randy White.
We may have hinted at him being a chewer too. He does not. That whoever that guy was.
Yes.
Maybe not a chewer. Who knows?
See, this is a good training point. I always tell you, read the chat. Maybe we got to double check and double verify the news. But look, I can get it as a customer. I get it as a customer because you see the name Randy White and you think back to the Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room and you think of that Randy White.
Yeah.
So it is a fair mistake for sure. But that is my apologies for reading that as well. What's hot, says Thomas Callahan? Well, right now, Thomas, the hot break for sure has been the vault. It's been the hot break all night. Knocked out a few of this new vault. All the headliners available. I would say Thomas Callahan the third, not Thomas Callahan the first or the second. Thomas Callahan the third. Right now, this vault series is hot. The basketball is not hot right now, Charles. I know you want to get that series sold out. I do as well, but I don't lie on the airwaves. I might have said misleading information because someone told me the wrong thing, and that's my fault for reading it. But basketball could heat up. It's a great series, but right now the hot break, Thomas, is the vault.
It's hot for Charles. The basketball.
The
break
basketball
is
is hot for Charles. So the jersey break is coming up, though. That's the closest one. One spot to go. The Diamond single is 5 to go as well. Still got the Warner Flex. Still got the Revis Flex, the Henry Flex, the Bijan Robinson. That one could go as well. But the hottest break of the day, of the week, has definitely been the vault. We did close out the last vault, and it's the brand new vault series with all the headliners available. A lot of custom helmets. This beautiful Peterson Speed Flex. We have this insane Tony Gonzalez Hydro Speed Flex. This vinyl Ray Lewis Speed Flex with the clean visor. So that's what's hot, Thomas. What's your squad, Thomas? Any new people watching right now in the chat, guys, let me know if you're a new customer watching. Let me know what football team you guys like. And let me know if you have any questions whatsoever about our break room. We're here to answer any questions. All the new guys, shoot your questions out here. We're here to help you guys. Cowboy Randy White was a big chewer. He did do TV ads for Chew, but has not passed away due to that or anything that we know of at the current moment.
That's right.
And
just to reiterate Comment's point about the college too, we have what 8 headliners left
in
for
12
boxes.
Uh-huh.
That's a really hot one to get.
That should be hot. That should be hot for sure. The college. Oh, OKC is starting to pull away here. But, you know, NBA, you got to be careful about leads in the NBA. Game of runs. It is 50-40. The Pacers just made another 3. So that gift card getting higher and higher. 50-40 here. OKC leading the Pacers late in the first half. 34 of you guys watching, guys. What do you guys want to rock and roll with next? Happy to keep the party going here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. Keep that party rolling. I got to put Chet Holmgren back in. They don't know about my player props with him. Let Chet cook.
We're halfway there with 3 bounds.
Okay. SGA.
One more before half.
All right, he can get, maybe.
There's a minute left.
Went to University of Wisconsin-Madison, says Thomas. Okay. We get some Wisconsin guys in the break room often. Jonathan Taylor. We get, obviously, Russell Wilson. We've had some Wisconsin guys. There could be a Wisconsin helmet in that college series. It is possible. I don't know for sure, but it is definitely possible on a Badger lid.
We just closed out those jerseys, Common. I will get that posted for you shortly.
All right, 12 3-pointers already, says Mark. Thank you, Mark.
60?
Yeah, that's a good job, Dom. Maybe you did go to Harvard.
Count by 5. Good job.
Jersey single, drop me a box number. Dom is out there dancing. Well, another 3, as SGA just made another one. So that should be 13 3-pointers already in the first half.
That's crazy.
Oh, man. He's got 19 points at the half, Mr. SGA. And still got 30 seconds left, too.
Rebound.
Both guys in the chat in the jersey break want 25. So it's got to be good then. 25. Is it Jamar Chase good, though? The Triple Crown winner is one of 3 boxes in this jersey series.
Triple Crown winner in the steroid box?
In the steroid box. Put this one up top here. I like these up top. These are nice. SGA is incredible, says Mark. He is that. The guy is definitely a baller. No doubt about that. He got the MVP for a reason.
That's right.
I know I would have voted Jokic personally, but my second pick would have been SGA. There's Chet. There he is. Give him a 3-pointer. Chet's back in. Give him a pick and roll 3. The drawing for the basketball is going to be when the series sells out, guys. When the series sells out, we'll do that drawing for the basketball. So we're not doing that yet. Still got some great names and some great stuff in that basketball series. Look at this guy, Mr. SGA. What a beast. What a beast. All right, so jersey break. We got Timothy, Julius, Shea, Eric, and Benjamin. Good luck, guys. Jersey break is coming up. It is 8:40 right now. We'll go to about 9:30 tonight. Could be 10, could be 11 if the orders are going. But let's heat up that break page. Let's have a good night tonight, guys. 5, 6 clicks. We got Eric Linnell up top. Eric's got the NFC North. We got Julius Daniels in the NFC South. Timothy Edge at NFC East. Timothy NFC West. Shay's got the AFC North. Looking for Jamar Chase. Timothy AFC South. Benjamin AFC East. And Eric in the AFC West. KG's gone in the basketball, Steven. You're a Cowboy fan, though. Emmitt Smith in the vault on a speed flex. Emmitt Smith also in the mini helmets. We do have Karl Malone, though, in the basketball still. Karl Malone licensed jersey in that basketball series. All right, 25 of 30 in the audible jerseys. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's Chase.
There we go, man.
Jamar Chase, the awesome jersey. NFL Triple Crown leader. Led the league in receiving yards, in catches, in touchdown catches. One spot, Shay. Jamar Chase, autographed jersey.
Congrats,
that
Shay.
is
What a
awesome.
pull, man. I love that Bengals white, man.
Uh-huh. I mean, this guy, like, he is so hard to stop.
Yes, he is.
I mean, the open field, yards after catch, throw it up. Literally anything you put out there, Jamar Chase will pull it down. Nice catch, Shay, on Jamar Chase. Very nice pickup.
Steroid box.
Steroid box, I mean,
Triple Crown winner.
Something special about that one.
it was juicy.
Good news. We did get one rebound before half was over. So we got
4?
Yeah, he's at 4.
I got to look at all my different player props because I know Chet Holmgren is out there not doing enough for me right now, Tom.
You need a 3-ball. Come.
So I'm looking good on a lot of these. I also have one with Siakam, which he's looking okay. Mostly Chet Holmgren needs to pick it up, though. I have him in some sort or form in all my picks. So other than Chet Holmgren, everything's looking good.
Chat.
Come on, Chet, get those buckets. That Chase looks familiar, says Eric. You must have it, right? Eric must have that Jamar Chase in his PC. It is a very, very clean jersey. Very nice hit.
Prize picks? Is that what that is?
I need one Chat 3.
I need 2. So we both have Chet.
I needed one more, and you said Chat, so I was like, I'll take him for one. And then Prize Picks had a thing for if he just for one.
I need 2. I mean, he might get open in the second half. Yeah. The big man shoot.
A lot of ball game left.
A lot of ball game left. 2 3-pointers. All right, folks, 8:43. What are we doing next? What do you guys think? We got 34 people watching. The Walter Payton number here in the break room. Walter Payton number. What are we thinking, folks? The black and white jersey looks familiar. There we go. Well, Kyle, for you, it's a pretty easy decision. I would recommend this to anyone, honestly. But for you, Kyle, either the single, double, or the quad, the break to jump into is definitely the vault. Every single headliner is left. We've done 3 boxes, Kyle. We have not pulled a single headliner. We have 12 photoed headliners, 3 secondary. It's a 15 in 27 chance at a headliner. And of course, Kyle Dissler, like me, is a Chief fan.
Oh.
He's a big-time Chief fan.
Okay.
And just for you, bud, we have this Tony Gonzalez Hydro. It's a very, very clean helmet. Not to mention the Adrian Peterson customized Speed Flex. One of the best running backs of all time. Top 5 all time in rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. Incredible helmet worth $1,500 or more maybe in that Vault series. We have the Ray Lewis Speed Flex as well, which is very, very clean. Love that gold. Love that Raven on there. Very, very nice. Ray Lewis. So everything is left. I mean, 3 top 6 running backs ever. Tomlinson, Emmitt Smith, Adrian Peterson. 3 top 10 quarterbacks maybe ever when by the time Josh Allen is done. Allen, Favre, Steve Young. Terry Bradshaw not far off the top 10 either. So I'm looking at the names in this series, and I think every single name in this series is either a Hall of Famer or will be.
Yep.
I think it's safe to say Puka Nacua, with the way he's playing, if he stays healthy, he'll be in the Hall of Fame.
Easily.
I mean, Bradshaw, Hall of Fame. Steve Young, Hall of Fame. Ray Lewis, Hall of Fame. Tomlinson, Hall of Fame. Emmitt Smith, Edwin James, Tony Gonzalez. Brett Favre, Antonio Gates, Hall of Fame. Adrian Peterson will be a Hall of Famer, obviously, probably first ballot.
Yeah.
And then Josh Allen, Puka Nacua, well on their way to a Hall of Fame career. So, I mean, 12 photoed headliners, all Hall of Famers, all skill positions except for maybe the NFL's all-time tackle leader, Ray Lewis. There's a lot of good stuff in this series, guys. I would definitely get your spots.
Yep.
So that's the one to play right now. For sure, Kyle Dissler. Maybe the diamond break as well, 5 to go. You want to say, Dom?
KD. I was just saying. Kyle Dissler, KD.
Kyle Dissler, yeah. I thought you were talking about Kevin Durant. who might get traded if the rumors are swirling out there.
I like this KD better. I like Kyle better.
Kyle Dissler?
Yeah.
It's got a little better attitude.
Yeah.
A little better attitude than the other
I would
KD.
agree.
So still got the Kurt Warner, though. I know Kyle also is a Missouri guy, like the Rams back in the day, too.
Sure.
The Kurt Warner Chrome Speed Flex. This thing is absolutely stunning. The Darrell Revis Hydro Speed Flex, too. The Jets. I said this the other night, and maybe you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but at least in the last 25 years,
Yeah.
he's got to be the best Jet, right? A better Jets player the last 25 years? Who are you smiling? Who do you think?
No, just
I mean, Favre and Tomlinson, but they didn't play it as Jets.
It's Revis.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who's even
What about
close.
Curtis Martin, the running
That's
back?
a good one. That'd be close,
But
actually.
that might have exceeded 25 years.
No,
Or
Curtis
is
Martin played there in the last
Okay.
25 years.
It's 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years.
20.
So we can eliminate Curtis Martin,
Yeah, it's got to be Revis.
right?
Keyshawn Johnson?
Yeah, he's the first overall pick as a Jet, right?
Yeah.
He was on
96.
Jet first.
Yeah,
then
he
a
played.
Buccaneer.
I was gonna say he did.
Yeah, but he was just okay.
Yeah, it's got to be Darrell Revis. I can't think
Yeah.
of anyone even close to that, to be honest.
The Brickashaw Ferguson.
I mean, Quinton Williams is a great Jet, but still, he's not a future Hall of Famer.
Mark
yet.
Sanchez. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
not
Totally
him.
kidding. Totally kidding.
Definitely not him.
The butt fumble. We always.
I mean,
we
the
all
best
remember
years
that.
with the Jets were those Rex Ryan AFC teams that went the teams that went to the AFC Championship the 2 straight years with Mark Sanchez.
With Mark Sanchez as the quarterback.
Darrell Revis was the best player on that team.
No doubt about that.
Those were the last Jets teams, I believe, that went to the postseason. 'Cause I think the Jets had the longest drought.
Drought they do.
in NFL for
I do like Bark Scott as well.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. Can't wait to see this helmet, guys. This Darrell Revis, this Kurt Warner. These are awesome flexes. That diamond break, only 5 to go, by the way. Gotta be the best Jet of the last 25 years. I mean, I'm trying to think about the greatest Jets of all time, too. Like, honestly.
New York
like,
Stock Exchange.
like Joe Namath, obviously, quarterback. But, I mean, Darrell Revis is better at his position than Namath was at his.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no one's going to say name at the top.
even like Mark Gastineau, like, Revis is better.
On my sack back.
Yeah, I want my sack back. Like,
Joe Klecko.
let's see, best Jets of all time. Really going down a rabbit
Isn't
hole
Aaron
here.
Glenn a Jet?
Yeah.
Aaron
corner,
Glenn,
yeah,
but I don't.
corner.
He wasn't nearly as good as Revis.
He made a
But
couple Pro Bowls.
yeah, he was good.
There's going to be like an all-time that we're just not thinking of.
I love Wayne Corbett. Nick Mangold was good.
Yeah.
Wayne Corbett. Yeah.
So this is as of 2018. I think no good Jets in the last 6 years.
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, that top 25 list.
There's 25 good Jets.
Well, I'm not reading this article already because let's look up
Sauce
another
Gardner.
one.
Sauce, yeah. I mean,
Sauce Gardner, maybe.
Sauce is probably on that list already.
All right, so 10 greatest Jets. Nick Mangold, number 9. Mark Gastineau, 8. Darrell Revis, 6, according to
What?
Fox Sports. Robbery, 5 is Winston Hill.
Who?
Forgot about Winston Hill. Pass protector of his era, 63 to 76. Don Maynard,
That's what I thought might have been on the
star receiver back in the day. Joe Klecko,
Yeah.
3. Curtis Martin, 2. Joe Namath, 1. I put Revis ahead of those guys.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
surprised he's
I'm
number
just saying.
6.
Vault single, anyone? Mark McAdams getting in that basketball single. Let's go, Mark. Mark wants that mailman jersey, right? Karl Malone. Charles getting that single, too. 6 to go on that basketball. By the way, I did mention this. The chase tonight is basketball and half and half.
Yep.
We've done 1 half and half break. That is so far the only chase wheel spin will do, which is coming up at 9, actually. Wheel spins do close at 9 p.m. Central Time. Vault single, anyone, says Kyle Dissler. Let's do it. Let's get in that vault single, guys. 31 of you guys watching. Make those moves here on that break page. I'm guessing Kyle got in that break, right? Kyle's in that single?
I don't think so. I've not seen his name coming. No, I haven't seen his name
All
yet.
right. So usually, obviously, if you get in the break and then you say, I got in the break, someone join me, people tend to join you that way. I mean, Kyle knows the drill, right? 4 or less is the magic number. Take that break from 7 down to 6, down to 5. Then it happens right away, right? So that is the play. So get those spots, guys. on a terrific Thursday night, having a great time in the break room. Kamen here with Alex and Dom. How you feeling, Alex? First, second week on the job here at UA? How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty confident with what I'm doing over here, especially now that we got our technical difficulties all ironed out.
Out of here.
But no, man, I'm feeling great. This is a great place to work, great customers to work for. Yeah, man, I'm feeling great.
Say something nice about me.
And Dom is easily one of my favorite people here. Dude.
Oh, one of his favorite.
I wanted to say favorite, but that might offend people. He might be the funniest though, Common.
Oh, how about
Might
that?
be the funniest.
How about that?
You're welcome.
Rip is crying
Much
in the
love.
background. So am I.
Send you the money later.
Yeah. Send him the money later. Grew up 5 miles from his hometown in Louisiana. I went to his basketball camps in high school. I was a huge Jazz fan growing up, says Mark. How about that? I did not know that. I thought Mark was a Rockets fan, but huge Jazz fan growing up.
Wow.
I know now they have the hockey team in the area, but for the longest time, if you're in Utah, Utah Jazz is everything.
John Stockton.
Karl Malone.
Karl Malone, yeah.
Those two guys together, Byron Russell. Michael Jordan pushed them off for that game-winning shot. They had some awesome basketball teams.
Yeah.
I mean, if it weren't for Michael Jordan, Karl Malone might have potentially a couple rings, right?
Yeah.
Probably the best basketball player of all time without a championship, Karl Malone, I would say, right? I mean,
Give me Barkley.
Barkley, Stockton. Again, it's kind of the same thing as me, Dom. I think Malone did it for longer than Barkley. Their apex was pretty close. They're very close. But career total points, I would go Karl Malone. Allen Iverson's up there too. Barkley, like you mentioned. But if I had to pick one best basketball player without a championship, I'm going Karl Malone, the mailman. I'm not even a mailman fan necessarily, but I respect what he did on the court. Karl Malone, right?
Is he third all time with points?
I think he's third or fourth now. Let's see, most NBA points of all time.
LeBron and Kareem number
Yeah,
one.
LeBron and Kareem are 1, 2. Malone is third. Yes, Malone is third. Kobe's fourth. MJ is fifth. Dirk is 6. Wilt 7. Durant 8. Shaq 9. Carmelo 10. James Harden at 11.
Because the longest time he
there.
was second to just Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
He was, yeah. So I'm a Rockets fan now, but Jazz fan growing up. Been a Houstonian for 28 years, so Rockets are my team now, but still follow the Jazz.
That's cool.
The Jazz are considerably worse in the post-Malone era. Get that? Post-Malone, like the singer? Post and Karl Malone's in the post?
I wonder if that's where he came up with his name, man.
Let's go!
What?
That was like a really putty.
You should get a
Yeah,
face
wow.
tattoo
No, I'm good. You like that, Rip?
like Mizzou Tigers.
You like that,
6
Rip?
stripes.
Post Malone.
That was good, man.
Just for you, if you're watching, Rip,
He's texting right now.
I'm coming for you.
End the show and rewind.
No, I'm actually double checking to see what my props are, and I'm like, they all involve Chet Holmgren to do something. So otherwise, looking good. So cool, Mark. Very, very cool. Well, let's get that Karl Malone here. Not a name we get in the break room all that often. We are 6 to go in that basketball break. Very, very cool break. Utah Jazz. John Stockton in the short shorts. Those back-to-back finals against the Bulls. Really, really awesome time in basketball history,
John
right?
Stockton was a bad man.
It was awesome. Stockton was awesome as well.
Yep.
I do have on the SGA, Dom, I have the over rebounds and I have the under on assists and over on points.
How's it looking?
All of it's looking amazing on SGA. But Chet Holmgren, one of my things I need 17 points, and one of them I need 2 threes. He's got 4 points right
A
now.
couple SGA assists to Chet Holmgren.
Yeah.
See?
No, I need under the assists.
Oh, under?
Yeah, I'm over on the rebounds.
Someone else can throw.
Someone else can throw it to him,
No
right?
passing tonight, SGA. No passing.
Charles, is Charles speaking for me? That's not correct, Charles. Says, I'll give you extra time if you guys to close out the basketball for the wheel spin. That's not correct, Charles.
Nice.
The wheel spins close at 9 o'clock. I do always say, you help me, I'll help you. So if it's down to like 1 to go by 9 o'clock, Charles, maybe. But we're at like 6 to go now. So that is not correct, Charles Nelson.
What'd you say that? Was I out of the room?
Yeah. I do love Charles. He does not speak for me, though.
No. No, he doesn't.
So-
Common speaks for himself.
Yes, I speak for
taken
myself. If it's like 1 to go, Charles, maybe 2 to go, I will give you. Oh, will you give us more time? No, Charles. Unless it's 1 or 2 to go by 9 o'clock. But it's 6 to go right now, so you better get in there pretty quickly. I do want to reward the customers that order early in the show, Charles. That is why we started closing the wheel spins at 9 instead of 9:30, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. We've had 3 hours to get into this break. So unfortunately, the answer will be no, unless it's like 1 or 2 to go. If we're right there, I'll give you more time, but we're 6 to go right now. So not looking great at the current moment for that extension.
The Steelers were plus 4,000 to win a Super Bowl before Aaron Rodgers signed there.
And now they're plus 2,000.
No, they're still plus 4,000.
Are they?
Yeah, they're still.
Okay.
I think they knew that he was going to sign there for a couple weeks now, so they just left it as.
I got to text my Steeler friend
know about this.
from volleyball. He was talking about Rodgers yesterday. He's probably really happy.
I don't know if I'd be happy.
It's one of those things like he gives them the best chance to win right now. There's no doubt about that. However, like, is he good enough to put him over the top? I don't think so.
That's what the Jets thought.
Yeah.
The first season with him. You remember
Yeah.
what happened? First drive.
Yeah. He played a little better than given credit for with the Jets. I think that it was,
This
a
past
lot of
season.
bad kicking games, a lot of issues. But it's like, do you think about like just, maybe you try Will Howard, Ohio State quarterback.
Yeah.
He's on their roster. Maybe,
Better Mason Rudolph.
I don't know. It's one of those like, he's their best option for the next season. But is he going to get them to the Super Bowl? Probably not.
Even to the playoffs.
All I know about Aaron Rodgers in Pittsburgh, he can't wear number 12. Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah.
Terry Bradshaw in the vault.
He's going to go back to 8.
Is it going back to 8? Yeah.
Yes.
We'll see.
Maybe he switches up. Maybe he doesn't.
He's going to be 1.
Aaron. And my apologies, Charles. He said, will you give us extra time? I thought he said, Kamen will give us extra time. He asked me, will you?
Oh.
So that's my bad. Apologies, Charles. I get it. I'm a patient man. I can wait for tomorrow. I'm sure it'll find its way back on the Chase Wilson tomorrow at some point. Yeah, that could be the fact, Mark.
I mean, either way, Mark's got a spot in that entry for the top spot. Right?
Yeah, we have 7 to go in the double, 6 to go in the single. We knock out those 2. We're actually at 3 to go, just like that.
Yep.
So we would be knocking on that door. That wheel spin is coming up here in the next minute at 9 o'clock. We'll run that wheel spin. Maybe somebody gets a bonus gift card and uses it here in the break room. Kyle Dissler getting his spots already, got in that vault. He's a veteran here in the break room. He knows how the break room is played here. Best case, it happens tonight. Worst case, Kyle gets a chance at his boy, Tony Gonzalez, tomorrow.
Sunday Night Football in Pittsburgh, Week 8. Packers Steelers.
But it's in Pittsburgh.
I might.
I wish it was in Green Bay, though, Dom. That would be even more dramatic.
I made it my goal to go to one football game this year to a stadium I'd never been to.
Ooh.
Pittsburgh in October?
Okay, that
Is it still
could be
Heinz
fun.
Field? Is that what it is?
I don't think so.
No.
But it's still the same stadium, but I don't think it's called Heinz. It still has
I hate how everything is changing its names everywhere.
We were talking. Me and Ricky were talking about that, like guaranteed rate. I don't even know what the name. What's
I
it called?
hate it.
The rate.
the rate.
I hate it.
They change it every year.
It's
it
called
seems.
I hate it. That's what it's called.
Guarantee.
Hey, new owner
Guarantee will
comes yesterday.
change our name again.
I
This-
saw that, Dom. White Sox new owner in 2034.
Oh, is that right?
The White Sox announced a sale change 10 years from now. It's like, how am I supposed to be excited for that? 10 years?
2034. Is that what they said?
The earliest is 2029.
Oh, okay.
But by 2034, he has to give it up if he hasn't decided to give it up by now.
Patience is a virtue, as they say.
Yes.
Let's run that wheel spin. Wheel spin coming up for the half and half guys. Chase wheel spin. Just got the half and half double, so your name is ×2 in that break. That is coming up. Somebody going to get a bonus gift card and a Chase wheel spin. Right? Oh my God. Look at this. My bad. Apologies. Mark says I'm anxious to see the non-headliners in the basketball break. I'm looking at Mark's comment, not what happened in the basketball. I got a George Gervin Spurs basketball earlier in the Ann Moore section.
Iceman.
The Iceman, Mark McAdams. That is pretty terrific, my man. They're all great items in the room.
Yep.
And that basketball series is awesome.
I would see a Spur, but I believe George Gervin finished his career with the Bulls.
He did.
Right?
The Iceman. I think you're right.
Yeah.
That's the other rumor about Durant going to the Spurs. Have you seen that rumor?
No.
That's a rumor out there right now. 5 and 6 clicks. It's Chris Millard, my fellow Bear fan, Chris. Let us know what number you want to start on, Chris. Otherwise, we'll start you on 1 for this wheel spin. Whatever this lands on, that's how much money you're getting in an Ultimate Autographs gift card, my man. Let me know. Let me know, Chris. Are you still with us? Chris Millard. Congratulations, my man, on that wheel spin.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all the props are going to hit, barring something crazy, except for Chet Holmgren, and he's going to ruin all of them. So he needs to... He's 1 for 7 tonight from the floor. 0 for 1 from threes.
Yeah, he's going to stop shooting pretty soon. 1 for 7.
Oh, they took an SGA rebound from us.
Did they? Chris is in here and wants to start on 21.
Did they?
Thank you, Chris. Did they? I'm not sure, Dom. I see
You see 4?
SGA. I see 3.
I saw 4.
Yeah. Although, no, I see 3. Yeah, I see 3.
They said they gave him a rebound. Maybe they took it away at the
What's
Boo.
the over? You 5.5?
Yeah, we have 6. We both have 6.
Still get there.
Still get there. All right, good luck. Good luck, Chris. 21, my man. 21.
76.
76. 76.
Coming your way, Chris.
So 76 is coming up. $76 gift card, Chris. Not bad. Yeah, Charles, if they want to move from a double to a single, more than happy to do so. But I personally like to focus on the most likely breaks. It's a great basketball break. We've sold it hard as well. We should. But I'm looking at what's going to happen this show. And personally, I got my eyes on that vault break. 6 to go with all the headliners left. Definitely get that vault break, guys. Everything is left. That's the one to attack at the current moment. But everything is good. There's no bad breaks. Basketball, minis, practice squad. I'm good, Dom. All these are great options here on the break page. Now, your draw will happen, Charles. Don't worry. Your draw will happen in good time. I'm not terribly worried about it. My man, Charles Nelson here. So, I know he really wants that basketball. It's a good series, but I want to focus in on all our series, especially the ones that are moving, right?
That's right.
I always think to myself, what series do I promote the most? The one that's moving the most, the vault. The one that people will get into and knock out this show.
That's right.
That's the top dog right now, the vault. No doubt about that. I think Ricky just wants to see that hockey break. I don't blame him as a hockey fan.
Right.
And that will happen soon. Don't worry. The hockey break will drop soon.
Hockey's coming.
Hockey is coming. As they say, patience could be a nice little virtue for you guys, though. Yeah, I do see 3 rebounds in all the box scores, Dom.
I had 4, I swear.
So, that's okay. Yeah, I absolutely, Charles. I want to help the guys that are in the breaks right now, though, Charles. I think that's a little short-sighted to look to the future. I always say, be in the present, my man. Think about what you can get right now in this moment. I am the person that will tell you, in my experience at Ultimate Autographs, if we start talking about future series, Charles, the sales plummet. Mm-hmm. So you should actually help yourself by not talking about the hockey.
Gotta limit the chat.
You got to limit the chat on the hockey, Charles, because it's not helping sell out the break. So they hear the hockey, they're like, I'm going to wait for the hockey. So your best path to getting the basketball closed up is to not talk about the hockey, Charles. I've done this for 4 years, Charles. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. Definitely don't focus on the hockey. I have to probably write a note to the guys tomorrow. Stop talking about the hockey. Talk about what's in the break room right now, guys. That Vault series has everything left in it, guys. The Deep Ball Vault Series, every single headliner left in here. We're talking about the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Brett Favre, top 10 all time. Steve Young, top 10 all time. Terry Bradshaw, I'd probably say top 15, Dom. Is that fair?
I think that's
I think so.
I think it's fair to say top 15 all time. I kind of agree with you. Look, it is very hard to compare eras. Extremely hard to compare eras. But there is a lot of Terry Bradshaw slander that I agree with you on. I mean, he's got 4 Super Bowl titles. He's got a couple Super Bowl MVPs, a league MVP. Nobody in that era had good numbers.
No.
That's just the way it was.
That was probably the toughest era to be a quarterback in the NFL. That was Mel Blount, his teammate at the time, was well known for this. Where as soon as you say hike, the quarterbacks were all over the wide receiver. They didn't have that 5-yard rule that they do now. So Terry Bradshaw played the toughest time for a quarterback. I'm sure he would be balling if he was a QB in 2025 with all the, the rules that they made for the offense, the new, schemes in the offense. So yeah, Terry gets disrespected. I think top 15. I mean, I have no problem if someone says he's a top 10 quarterback of all time. It's Terry freaking Bradshaw.
Yeah, he's got 4 championships, right? You want to win a championship? He's got an MVP, too. It's not like he doesn't have an MVP.
Even
he is a
passes-
former league MVP.
Right. Even passes attempted at that time. Very minimal, right?
I mean,
compared
so
to now.
the guys historically that have 4 championships and at least 1 MVP as quarterbacks are Terry Bradshaw, Joe Montana, and Tom Brady.
How many,
That's it.
Well, in 78, Bradshaw led the league with 28 touchdowns.
Yeah,
What does that tell
exactly.
you? What does that tell you? Right?
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Guy was a beast.
And in 1982, he led the league with 17. What does that tell you?
They don't pass the ball.
They
That's
do
what
not
it tells
pass,
me.
yeah.
Does he have the
17.
Does he have the most Super Bowls all time for first overall pick?
Yeah?
I mean, Elway has 2, Manning has 2.
I think you're
those
right.
are only 2 I really think of with first overall pick.
Yeah.
Bradshaw, probably.
Well, there's currently 4 number 1 overall picks quarterbacks that are in the Hall of Fame in the Super Bowl era. The stat is in the Super Bowl era. It's Bradshaw, Manning, Elway, and Aikman.
Yeah.
And then Stafford, Matt Ryan, Eli Manning will probably get there, but they're not in yet.
Matt Ryan.
It wasn't first?
Jake Long was that draft.
Oh, you're right. My bad. Eli Manning, though, and Matthew Stafford were first. So they'll probably get there. So pretty good. Ready to start buying tomorrow, says Mark. Sounds good. Bradshaw, another great Louisianan, says, wasn't it Louisiana Tech in college? You got it pulled up. Louisiana Tech.
Yep.
For Terry
Chuck
Bradshaw.
Noll and Terry Bradshaw famously hated each other all those years together in Pittsburgh.
He's got to be the best Louisiana Tech player ever, right?
Couldn't even tell you. No.
I don't even
There
know
is
another
one. There is one because I remember when I was covering the Arkansas State
what I'm
Louisiana
thinking
Tech bowl game. It was the former Florida quarterback went there.
Jeff Driscoll?
Yes. Jeff Driscoll went to Louisiana Tech. But Jeff Driscoll and Terry Bradshaw, a little bit different level.
I'm thinking maybe I'm.
Did Willie Roaf go there? Is that what you have pulled up?
That they're saying that's their top AV player. I'm
Of
assuming
course it is. Willie
Willie
Roaf.
Yeah.
One of the best offensive linemen of all time.
Man, this is the second straight week we disrespected Willie Roaf in the break.
Yeah, it is.
How
It
dare
is.
we?
It is.
Free Willie. He is statistically, we looked it up, he's considered the 7th best offensive lineman of all time. So technically it's Willie Roaf, but in terms of position and name recognition, Terry Bradshaw.
And L'Jarius Sneed went to Louisiana
Okay.
Tech.
Chet just scored, by the way,
Oh, there you
but
go.
a 2. Because one of the ones I have 2 threes I need. The other one I need 17 points. So he's up to 6 right now. So he couple 3 balls gets in there. So Bradshaw replaced the Doug Dynasty guy in college, says William. How about that?
Damn.
Bradshaw and Roaf in football. Karl Malone in bat. Let's call it Louisiana Tech night in the break room. We got Bradshaw in the vault. And just for you, Charles, Karl Malone in the basketball. It is Louisiana Tech night.
See how we did that?
Guess so.
Transitions, baby. This is why I love this job, guys. You never know what the heck you're going to talk about when you enter this break room.
That's right.
We're talking about the greatest athletes in Louisiana Tech history. I did not expect that to be the conversation tonight, but it is.
You're welcome.
That's how cool the break room is.
Yep.
Louisiana Tech, shout out to y'all.
What is there? I want to say. Who's their mascot?
That's a great question. What
I
else?
know they wear blue and red.
Yes. They're not the Raging Cajuns. That's something.
No, that's
else.
using it at Lafayette.
Yeah.
So Louisiana Tech mascot.
They're the Bulldogs and Lady Texters.
The Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
Interesting. Their mascot looks cool.
It does.
Looks very cool. So how about that? The more you know here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room, the more you know. Guys, 9:11 right now, 9:11 p.m. Let's give you guys till 9:30. I'll do a quick scan of the break page again, a little rundown. Anything we fill up by 9:30 will break. If we're a couple of spots to go, we'll keep going. Otherwise, we'll call it a show at 9:30. Again, folks, everything left in that vault break. We have 27 boxes left. La Tech legend, Hall of Famer Terry Bradshaw, BYU legend, Hall of Fame quarterback Steve Young, the U Ray Lewis on that Ravens speed flex, TCU LaDainian Tomlinson, second all-time in rush touchdowns, Emmitt Smith, first most ever on that Cowboy flex, Edrin James, speaking of you guys, Tony Gonzalez, Hydro Flex, Puka Nakua on that Rave, Brett Favre on that custom helmet, Antonio Gates, the Allen Flex, the sick custom Adrian Peterson, all the headliners left in that vault, 15 and 27 chance at a headliner on that one. Practice squad, we're down to 18 boxes left, 7 total headliners left. Kurt Warner rep, Bijan Robinson authentic, Bo Jackson, AJ Green, the GOAT D Taco, Aaron Donald, Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God, and the King of the Moonings, Warren Moon, still in that practice squad. We do have the diamond helmets. Still looking for 3 speed flexes, Kurt Warner Chrome, Darrelle Revis Hydro, incredible helmets, Derrick Henry speed flex as well, guys. All authentics of the diamonds, the best bang for your buck in the break room, the most expensive items in that diamond series. Half and Half has 8 headliners left in the final 12 boxes. The Breeze authentic, some incredible speed flexes, Jamar Chase, Bo Jackson, Steve Young on a BYU speed flex. Other names in here, Bruce Smith. Never seen a Vatek Bruce Smith. Speaking of rare. Trell Davis, George Kittle, Tyreek Hill. 5 flexes left total in the final 12 boxes in that one. Basketball break. Every live break spot purchased in this series is an entry into a top spot drawing. The winner of the top spot drawing will then receive a $5 gift card for every 3-point shot made during the NBA Finals. Currently, I'm looking it up right now. 10 threes for the Pacers, 9 threes for the Thunder, 19 already. And this is just the third quarter right now. So the mailman, Karl Malone, the MVP is available. Third all-time scorer, Karl Malone. We have 2 jerseys left. One of them is the secondary headliner, Fred Taylor. And then we have ourselves still available the mini helmets, loaded with headliners, Jamar Chase, Ray Lewis, AFC North double up, Marshall Faulk, Emmitt Smith, Hall of Fame running backs, O.J. Simpson as well, plus Darrelle Revis on that mini break. So, guys, it is 9:14. We have until 9:30. Whatever we fill up by 9:30 will break. If we're 1 or 2 spots, maybe 3 spots to go, we'll keep going. But if we are 4 or more to go across the break page, 9:30 will be it. But 4 is the magic number. Once we're halfway there, these breaks take off. Best bets at a break for tonight. 5 to go in the diamond. Get that at 4 to go. It might take off. Mini 6 to go. Basketball 6 to go. If that gets to 4 to go, it might go tonight. And then vault 6 to go as well. All the headliners left. Knock off a couple spots here. Get us at like 3 or 4 to go. That could break tonight as well. Kim Mulkey, another famous alumni now coaching at LSU. I got a Kim Mulkey story for you, Mark, and it's not a pleasant one. I am not a fan of Kim Mulkey because I saw it personally in person. It was the first college basketball game I ever covered as a student journalist, Dom. It was senior night for Mizzou. It was Brittany Griner and Baylor, and Mizzou upset Baylor. And a young student reporter asked her, was the crowd a part of the issue? And she started yelling at this reporter saying, we're used to playing in front of 8,000 fans. The crowd didn't matter. What type of stupid question is it? I'm like, Can't you see it's a young kid asking the question? So,
Here she is playing for Louisiana Tech.
yeah. La Tech, yeah.
There you go.
Great coach, great player, I'm sure. Not a very nice person.
Did someone bring that up?
Yeah, in the chat, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
Mark said Kim Mulkey. I didn't look it up. He's just taking the chat.
I was like, oh, that's.
What's up, Sean? Says, hey, Kamen, Alex, and Dom. What's going on, Sean?
What up, Sean?
Are you drinking a beer for us tonight, Sean? Sean's a big-time Packer fan.
Oh, well, if he's a
Sean
beer
in the
drinker,
house.
of course he is.
Wisconsin beer drinkers.
We like our beer up there.
Dom doesn't drink too much, right? From what I hear.
Talking about my gut.
Supposedly. You do go to a lot of weddings, though, so
I only-
you might consume just based on all the weddings you go to.
Only during the shows.
But those are free, though. The alcohol is free there. I know how much it costs because now I'm looking at weddings, and it's
during the shows.
It's expensive.
What do you think's in those water bottles?
Water, I hope. I hope. I hope it's water. So, so right now it's 77-66 OKC.
So,
SGA's got 25 tonight.
not a rebound in the second half.
One now.
Sean says he's having a cold beer right now.
Yeah, it says 4 right now. Dom.
Attaboy,
Now
Sean.
it says four.
Did he
Attaboy.
get one? Let's see if he got one recently.
Or they gave it back to him.
Did they give it back? No, he just got one just now. Like it just happened, Dom. So they did not give it back to him.
I had it on my phone, but just 3 seconds.
So, no, he just got one now, apparently. Chet's not in the game, though. They got to put him back in the game. But he'll get in. A couple of threes, knocked down like 3 in a row. We're back in business.
Only two.
It's the NBA, man. Cold beer right now, says Sean. Cold beer on a Thursday night in the break room.
Cold beer on a Thursday night. That's a song, isn't it?
Isn't it Friday night?
It
is
is
a
Friday.
song?
It is
Yeah.
It's a remix.
It's a remix.
Chicken fried.
I
Sean-
have a thing I do personally. I always come up with my own lyrics to songs. I just change the lyrics a
I
little
do
bit.
too.
It's
That's-
fun.
I do too. That's
It's
my,
fun.
It's
When
my
I don't-
thing.
When I don't know the lyrics, I'm just like,
Yeah, I pretend.
Yeah.
And then I come
Then
close.
people are like, that's not those are not the words. I go, what's my version?
Yeah.
Who cares?
It's
the
the free
Pellegrini
country.
remix,
Yes.
right?
It's art. Okay, it's how I interpret it.
Pellegrini remix.
You ever go to Subway? I'll make you a sandwich.
Do you eat fresh? Right?
It's art. Sandwich art.
Uh-huh. So what do you guys think? 12 more minutes. 29 of you guys watching. Happy to keep the breaks rolling if you guys would like, but otherwise, this is going to be it for the night here in the next 12 minutes. Let's look at some of the best hits tonight. Some of the best hits tonight. This is tough. This is tough. What the McMahon is for.
Yeah.
I love Jim McMahon. Can I get that one up close up on
I
that
think
lid?
Jim McMahon would even say that his is full
Yes. It's an awesome lid, though. It looks clean.
tonight. I love the Bears orange lid.
It's the Bears orange Super Bowl champion. I think we can agree that's 4, though.
Yeah.
I also think 3 is pretty easy to pick.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp. It's a Camel authentic Hall of Fame tight end. 1 and 2 is very interesting because I think of it as on a college helmet, right? Because if we had a Bills lid and a Raven lid, I would take Josh Allen 1 for sure. Mm-hmm. I love the Wyoming helmet. I love Josh Allen. I'm going to go Derrick Henry, though.
Ooh.
It's Alabama. Roll Tide. Bama. Derrick Henry speed flex.
Heisman winner.
Heisman winner, more iconic college career. Got to be different. Derrick Henry's my 1.
Okay.
I'm going with Josh.
Josh
Yeah.
Allen for you?
Same order, but Josh won.
Okay.
Same order. Josh is number 1
Yeah.
though.
That cowboy helmet does look nice,
And
though,
I've been
right?
waiting all week to see that thing, man. That
I
thing's
know, right?
Nasty. I like it.
It's a nice lid.
Some of my favorite baseball uniforms in the MLB are the Padres.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Have, like, the
Same
as
colors.
the Padres,
Ooh,
so-
that's true. That's
I like,
nice.
And I really like that helmet. I like the logo. You know, Wyoming helmet. When you think of Wyoming, you think Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I think I take Novacek. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm really upset that he could have went to Eastern Michigan, man.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Charlie Bag should do a good job recruiting.
I
Who's
guess
the
not.
one with the
before the
teal
NIL.
stadium? Is that them?
The
One of the
stadium?
schools, the teal stadium.
Boise State has the cool.
No,
blue
they
turf.
have
Coastal.
Coastal Carolina.
maybe.
Wyoming's got like an indoor
Boise's
stadium.
got the cool
if I'm
color,
not
but there's one that has the teal color.
mistaken. Wyoming's got like an
I have a hot
indoor.
take.
Hit me.
I hate the Boise field.
You do hate it?
I think it's ugly.
It's coastal. You're right,
Coastal,
Dom.
yeah.
That's the one I'm thinking of. Coastal Carolina. So I feel like it depends on what mood I'm in on the Boise State Stadium. Depends on the mood I'm in. So,
It's very annoying in the video game.
well, I don't play the video game as much as you do, or ever, but I will.
You have like 500 hours.
Dom's got a lot of miles on the college football
I took a
video
month
game.
Off. The new one comes out next month. I'm taking a month off of this one.
I figured.
The new one.
I figured you would. I figured you would, my man.
Just playing Indiana Jones.
Yeah, 4 rebounds for SGA.
There you go.
Get 2 in 1 quarter if it's close.
Mm-hmm.
It's only what, 10-point game?
Yeah, 10-point game right now. Chet
Especially if
Holmgren
it
will have
goes
to
to
go in the
overtime.
fourth quarter. Light it up, Chet. So OT would be nice.
That would be really nice.
OT would be very nice. So Matherin at the free throw line here for Indiana. So 9:21, guys. We got ourselves 9 minutes to keep the night going. 9 minutes to keep the night going. If you guys want to break some boxes. Talking about all sorts of fun stuff tonight. La Tech. Actually, it's low key. Like, I like some of these smaller schools. Some of the stars went here.
Southern Miss, Brett Favre.
Southern Miss for Brett Favre. We had Kent State for Antonio Gates. Puka Nakua,
Where did he go?
BYU.
BYU,
He went
that's
to
right.
BYU. He did go to Washington first, I think. Then he transferred to BYU. Now, LaDainian Tomlinson, TCU. So we have some smaller schools. Where did Tony G go to? He went to
Cal, right?
Cal, I
I think
think.
it's Cal.
Because he played basketball, Tony Gonzalez.
Yes, he did.
Pretty sure it's Cal.
Right? Well, I know a couple of you guys. Ray Lewis, Edrin James in here.
Antonio Gates, where did he go? Did you say Kent State?
Kent
That's
State,
right,
Kent State for Gates.
Cal Berkeley for
Cal Berkeley for
Yep.
Tony Gonzalez. Josh Allen, Wyoming. So we got the mix of like the big time schools in here, right? Like, you know, Peterson, Oklahoma. Ray Lewis, Miami. Emmett Smith, Florida.
Temporary.
Edrin
Look at this.
James, Miami. But then we got those old school guys.
Michigan State.
Antonio Gates had a stint at Eastern Michigan as well.
Ah.
What happened?
Michigan State too.
It says he attended college at Kent State in his junior and senior year after brief stints at Michigan State and Eastern Michigan.
To think what they could have had, the history of Eastern
Eagles,
Michigan.
man, come
more
on.
Gates, more Josh Allen. Opportunities blown by Eastern
Pretty good
Michigan.
alumni hall there, right?
Yeah,
Some
right.
Recruiting saying Antonio Gates and Josh Allen went here.
We could have had Josh Allen, but we got rid of our offer.
Eastern
Right.
The
Michigan.
24 NFL MVP right there.
What's their name?
The Eagles.
Eagles.
They used to be
They were
the
Eagles.
Yes, they used to be the Hurons back in the day, but now they're the Eagles.
There's Eastern Michigan. There's Central Michigan.
Chippewas.
There's Maction everywhere over there.
Western
I was a
Michigan.
big Dan Lefevre fan.
Ooh.
He went to Bennett.
Yeah.
I've actually
Bennett
seen him,
Academy.
yeah.
Frank Kaminsky's house.
Yeah.
Wisconsin guy earlier in the chat, Frank Kaminsky,
Yeah.
went to Bennett Academy. You went to Bennett too, or you were just Benedict?
Benedict,
right
no
there?
way. Bennett, no, there's no way I could.
Yeah, I used to cover Bennett sports, actually. I don't know if you knew that. When I worked
No.
in Naperville Community TV briefly for about a year and a half,
Yeah.
covered the local high school teams. It was the Naperville schools, but also like a lot of Naperville kids went to Lyle and Bennett private school.
Like Naperville
so,
North is a really good sports school as
they're
well,
very
right?
good.
Where Jaden Reed go?
So he actually
Central.
went to two,
Central.
Central and Mattia.
That's
he
right.
actually went to both. Mattia's in Aurora, and then Naperville Central's in obviously Naperville.
Gotta be a Jaden Reed fan. Michigan
Yeah.
State
Of
guy.
course.
Yeah.
You want to know a fun fact though? Alec Pierce, he's from Glen Ellen. He attended the elementary school that I work at.
Oh, how about
Isn't that
that?
great? He came to our school at the beginning of the year and signed autographs.
Oh,
Wild.
We'll get his auto for us
I know. I
next
gotta
time,
we'll
right?
get him in here.
He might not be good enough for the break room. That's how good our breaks are.
He's-
No offense.
Hey, he might have a big
no
year.
offense.
Anthony Richardson might not play this year. so
Right.
I saw today Anthony Richardson is out for minicamp with an injury.
The same AC joint
Yeah.
that made him miss the season 2 seasons ago, and then it's
Uh-huh.
been lingering ever since then. It's acting up, so I don't know.
Tough.
They don't know when he's going to come back. They don't have a timeline. They said they hope he comes back for training camp. Might be Danny Dimes' time in Indy.
Uh-oh.
And if they tank,
That's
Arch Manning.
that's what. Ooh,
That would be
yeah.
rare.
Arch Manning, Colts or Saints.
Ooh,
Ooh.
follow the family.
That would be cool to see.
Yeah.
If the Giants didn't draft Jackson
It'll
Dart,
it'll be the Saints.
It could have been a three-way race for
The Saints.
the Mannings.
That would.
Well,
be
was he only going to play
wild.
one more year then?
I think so. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
If you're projected to go first overall, why?
Why risk
I
it?
mean, Peyton did. I mean,
Yeah.
Peyton came back.
We'll see.
Yeah.
He actually probably can make more money though in college,
With the NIL,
at least on his rookie year deal, right? Make more money in college, so
Well,
that could be the inspiration.
I don't think he's gonna fall to the 5th round like another.
No, I don't think he's gonna fall to the 5th round. So guys, last call, 9:26. Last call for orders. 3 more minutes. Let me know, guys. Again, the best break right now is definitely the vault break with all the headliners out there. We have, 5 speed flexes? Ray Lewis, Emmitt Smith, Tony Gonzalez, Josh Allen, Adrian Peterson, and that custom, it's like a rib drip Brett Favre, I would argue as good as a speed flex. We just got an order in the diamonds, I believe.
Yep.
That one's 4 to go in the diamonds?
4 to go in the diamonds.
So we get this one down to 3 to go in the next 4 minutes. I'll give you guys 5 more minutes. Otherwise, if still 4 to go, we'll hop off at 9:30. Probably, maybe my favorite looking helmet in the break room, the Kurt Warner Chrome. It's
very cool.
And that diamond. Speaking of college, Northern Iowa.
Heck yeah.
Random colleges for NFL superstars. And he wasn't even a starter at Northern Iowa till late in his career.
That's wild.
He was actually overlooked by Northern Iowa, got a chance late in his career, and then, didn't get a chance in the NFL, Arena League, High V, and then finally got a chance with the Rams, and the rest is history.
Here he is.
Vince Papali's hiding out somewhere in the break room, which is possible. It's the only guy in the break room that has that movie made after him. We're talking about football players who've been in movies. Well, there have been football players turned into actors, but not too many football players have movies made after them.
Right?
And we do love Vince Papali, but Kurt Warner a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'd rather be a
Yeah, okay,
small
so this is
champion.
this is as of Wikipedia. So this is what I'm trying to tell you, Dom. He did not start a game at Northern Iowa his first 3 years. He had, or maybe this game he might have started, but he had only less than 50 pass attempts his first 3 years. Didn't get a chance to play quarterback till his senior year at Northern Iowa. Was pretty good. 8-4 record, 17 touchdowns. And then obviously undrafted in the NFL. Had to play in the Arena League, played in NFL Europe. Finally got a chance with the Rams, and then the rest is history. Iowa Barnstormers and Amsterdam Admirals, some of his teams that he played for, Kurt Warner.
I remember that he played in the Arena League.
Is it diamonds?
Let's take a look-see. 2 spots in the diamonds.
All right, so I'll give you guys...
Single.
Yep, diamond single. So that'll put us at, I believe, 2 to go or 3 to go?
2 to go.
2 to go. All right, so perfect, guys. It is 9:28. I'll give you guys 7 minutes till 9:35. 2 minutes to go. Kurt Warner, Darrell Revis, Derrick Henry, Bijan Robinson, Brian Thomas Jr. 5 headliners left in the last 14 boxes. 6 minutes for 2 spots. Very doable.
Very doable.
Speaking of a lot of NFL to college transitions today, here's probably the college that has the most great players that you would never think of. I didn't even realize all this till I started working here, Alex. University of Pittsburgh. Dan Marino went there. Aaron Donald, available in the practice squad, went there. Larry Fitzgerald went there.
That's right.
Darrell Revis went there, right here on this helmet. LaShawn McCoy went there.
Right.
So
that's crazy.
Tony Dorsett went there, Hall of Fame running back. So University of Pittsburgh, low-key, very underrated college for NFL players.
True. Kenny Pickett.
Yeah,
well, give me a
not
break.
as much.
Yeah, not as much, but still.
Probably the Browns starting quarterback this year, Kenny Pickett.
Maybe.
That's what I'm hearing online. So there's that Revis Island. So 6 minutes, guys. Who wants the Revis helmet? Who wants the Kurt Warner helmet? These are lids worth well over $1,000. Get them for as little as $96 in that diamond single. Yeah, University of Pittsburgh. What a crazy, good, rich football tradition. Would have never thought, right? Would have never thought. Let's see that basketball game. So Chet Holmgren's still on the bench. He's got the least minutes of any starter tonight. Come on.
You're mad about that one, huh, Colin?
19 minutes only? Let him play, coach.
He's fresh for the fourth quarter.
I hope so. Still got 4 rebounds for SGA. My Siakam, I need 3 more points from him. Got the SGA over, need 2 more points. So just need Chet Holmgren to score some buckets here late. How are you looking, Dom? Good? Not good? Not good?
I mean, I would like some rebounds from SGA.
We should make a pact
I'm
and
doing that
never
where
come
I'm not
back.
I'm trying not to check.
Okay.
That's when you hit.
I
You
do that
don't check.
sometimes. You take a break and you're like, you go in and look and I'm like, oh.
What you got to do is go to sleep and check the next day. And it's a pleasant surprise. I know you don't. You
Yeah,
don't
I'm
like
too
to-
impatient and I go to bed late.
So I got my Jalen Williams assist. I got my Neesmith threes. I got my Siakam rebounds. I just need 2 more rebounds from SGA, and I need that 1-3 from Chet.
Okay, doable.
That's doable.
Yours looks a lot better than mine.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Another spot in the diamond singles. We're down to 1 spot.
All right, so this diamond single's going to happen tonight, guys. If you guys want to keep the night going, get those orders going, we're happy to stay on. But barring a barrage of orders, most likely one more break tonight. The diamond single, 1 spot to go. Every single helmet in this series is authentic. Every single name is headliner worthy. 3 speed flexes left. When it's all said and done, arguably going to be a top 5 running back ever, Derrick Henry. Arguably a top 5 corner, Darrelle Revis. One of the best quarterbacks ever, Kurt Warner. Bijan Robinson. I said earlier, the best running back of this generation. These are big headliners left. 1 spot to go. Could be yours for $96. A lot of these lids, those chrome flexes, hydro flexes, could be $1,000, could be $1,500, could be $2,000 in value to the right person. Only $96 in this single, and that helmet could be yours. In fact, all the helmets are worth a lot more than $96. So you went with 1 spot, you're looking good in this pump fake diamond helmet series. So who's going to be the closer? Who's going to see what is likely the last break of our show tonight? What are you guys thinking here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room?
Still the Tyrion purple, Derrick Henry.
Right?
You know, I like that.
It might
you
be.
do. I think of Terrion Arnold every time you say it.
Oh, Terrion Arnold. Of course you would. You would think of Terrion Arnold.
We got the Alabama helmet on the table.
Right?
Should have a big season. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. I just
You know my hot take yesterday, Alex. You'll like this hot take. And I'm on Ross St. Brown, and the practice squad will be big. My hot take yesterday for the show was Lions, they're not going to win the Super Bowl. They're not going to make the Super Bowl, but they're going to have the best record in the NFL next year.
dude,
Even with Frank Ragnar.
I wish I was gonna say
Best record in the NFL.
I would
Yeah.
almost say I think it's gonna be the opposite. I
Oh.
think they're gonna barely make the playoffs, but somehow make a push in the playoffs.
Okay, well, that probably is better for them, actually.
I just
But I think they'll have a big year this year.
I think we just closed out
Too many people are sleeping on those Lions.
just closed out the diamond singles. So
Diamond singles closed up. This is probably the last break of the night. If you guys want to keep breaking, get those spots now. Again, we can keep going. If you guys want to keep ordering, we're more than happy to keep going. But otherwise, last break of the night.
All I know is week 1 must win for the Packers.
and
Who are
it's
they
gonna be
playing?
really hard for the Lions to
Where is it?
in Green Bay. Week 1.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I think it's a must win.
Detroit.
Yeah, it's big on momentum.
How many games did they lose during the regular season last year? 2, 3. The Lions.
3.
3. That's darn near perfect.
3? Or
It's gonna be really hard for them to be that good.
the Bills. They
Lions.
lost to the Bucks.
And I think
I was at
the
that, yeah.
Commanders, right? Because they won
playoffs.
week 18. They played the Vikings.
Well, regular season was it 3?
15-2 they were.
15-2. Yeah.
It's going to be really hard to
Right.
repeat a
One of
season
the
like
games
that.
they lost was like the best game ever from
He was there.
a player.
He was there.
I was there.
Josh
He
Allen.
was there.
And
Alex
honestly,
was there.
I wasn't upset at all. That was a great game to be at. And at that point, they were already going to make the playoffs. So it was
You have
still
the
cool to
diamond
see.
ready?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good. We'll get that
Just getting
diamond ready.
distracted here.
And then give me a box number, guys. We'll give you about a minute here. Otherwise, we'll go to the wheel for the diamond break. And we are mostly open. If there's, again, like I said, a lot of orders coming in, we can keep going. But unless there's some serious action, we're going to call it here after this break. I'll go ahead and give them until 9:45. It is 9:35. We'll take at least 4 or 5 minutes, get this break done. Give you guys a couple extra minutes afterwards. If there's movement, by 9:45, we'll keep going. If there's not much action, 9:45 will be the show tonight. And 28 from Kyle Disler. Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate you, my man. 28 is available in the diamonds, and it is coming up. Two things tonight. So fiance's mom is over like Thursday night, so I have some sort of pasta and chicken home cooked meal. And if we are going to leave early one night, granted, I'll take a nap afterwards, but tomorrow she's got some sort of like injection for her back pain to do.
I've had, yeah.
And it has to be at 6:45 in the morning. And she can't drive.
I've had one of those injections, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Did it help you, though?
Yeah, it was a steroid injection in my back. I've had a couple herniated discs. Football was not kind to me, man.
Okay.
He's roided up.
He's
No.
tough.
He's roided up. He passed the
Different
PED.
kind of
likes box
steroids.
25.
Different kind of steroids, but
He
yeah.
passed the PED
Yeah.
test.
Right in the old keister.
I was going to say, I got to be up early tomorrow. So I got to be up very early tomorrow.
I've been clean this whole time. I could have juiced up. I didn't know that.
Right? Timothy Edgett, Tom Kozich, Timothy
I think I got
Sievert,
hired, didn't I?
Benjamin Smith, Teddy Butler, Kenneth Stanton, and Kyle Dissler here in the diamond, the pump fake. 6 clicks coming up. This is, like I said, probably the last break of the night unless the orders do start to flood in here like crazy late in the night. Good luck, guys. Let's see some heat. 6 clicks. Falk number for a Warner lid. I like that. Kyle Dissler going to Marshall Falk number for the Kurt Warner lid. The Kurt Warner lid would be Benjamin Smith's if he gets it. He's got the NFC West. Tom Kozich in the NFC North. Timothy NFC South. Kenneth NFC East. Benjamin NFC West. Teddy AFC North. Timothy AFC South. Kyle AFC East. And Teddy in the AFC West. Now we got 28 coming up. 28 of 30 in the diamonds. Good luck, guys. Do we have one of our 3 speed flexes left? Maybe it's time for Kurt Warner, maybe Darrelle Revis. Maybe it's Derrick Henry. Oh, Kyle says Falk number for a Warner lid. That's what he's looking for. He didn't get the NFC West. He got the AFC East. How about a headliner? Darrelle Revis.
Dang.
Revis Island. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
That thing is
That
nice.
is an incredible helmet right there. Kyle Dissler, AFC East. One of the best cornerbacks of all time on the Clean Hydro Revis Island. That is beautiful.
Show them the inscription in for that.
It's got an
Revis
island on there. It says
I know,
Revis
dude, that is
Island.
Sweet.
And a mini drawing of an island. It is incredible, Alex.
Jealous.
Awesome hit, Kyle Dissler.
Congrats, Kyle.
With one spot. This is worth well over $1,000. Could be looking at $1,500-ish for the right buyer in that $1,000 to $1,500 range, give or take. Obviously worth a lot more than $96. That's what Kyle got it for. Closer Magic, box number Mojo, Kyle Dissler.
I think my top hits of the night have instantly changed as well.
Yeah, I think I was going to say, Dom, we could probably put away the 2 non-speed flex helmets. We'll do 3 speed flexes in the hit video. I'm sorry. Sorry, Jim.
Sorry, Jimmy.
Jackpot, says Kyle. I'll
Yeah.
trade you a Warner Chrome for Revis. Kyle, says Christopher James. Dropping his contact info in the chat.
It's not a bad trade there.
And do I dare say the best hit of the night? Just because I've seen the Bama Henry flex and the Allen Wyoming flex. This is customized. It's a green hydro. I've never seen this exact player on this exact helmet. My hit of the night.
I think it is.
Darrelle Revis.
Absolutely.
You guys
I
agree?
100%.
Yeah, this is nice.
Especially with that inscription on the top, man. I think it's sweet.
Beautiful. I'll hit you up, Chris, says Kyle Dissler. So those guys could be dealing off air here for this terrific lid. Darrelle Revis, very, very cool. Put him on an island. He is unstoppable, Darrelle Revis. Yeah? So you agree as well, Dom?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, so Revis is our new front runner for here to the show. Then we went, Henry and Josh Allen. I went Henry too because I love the Bama helmet. But I know you guys both went Allen too, which again, all 3 of these are pretty close tonight, right?
yeah.
It's like 1A, 1B, and 1C. All 3 are terrific lids. What do you guys think in the chat? Best lid tonight. Would you go Josh Allen on the Wyoming? Would you go with perhaps the Derrick Henry, or are you going with the Darrelle Revis guys? No such thing as bad options. What do you guys think in the chat? Best lids of the night. I knew we would have Flexus coming out tonight.
That thing is nice.
All right. It's a beautiful, beautiful lid, Mr. Revis. They're not putting Mr. Back in the game. Chet Holmgren, yeah.
He must be hurt.
Oh, I hope not. I didn't even think about that possibility. Because they've been playing so good and he was cold from the floor. They just have such a deep team. Yeah, there's guys checking in and... Oh, there he is. He's coming in, guys. Chet's coming back in.
8 minutes left.
Feed the big man. Let him rain from 3. They're only up 11, so it's still a close game.
It's not over.
Overtime.
Yeah.
Let's go overtime.
We need overtime. Send it to
We're all
overtime.
hitting. We're all hitting if it goes to overtime.
What do you have? You have anything on this game?
I got 2 parlays going.
Okay, I didn't even know we had something going.
I know. I tried not to jinx it.
I
Siakam needs to get 20. He's at 16.
have the Siakams in mine as well.
Halliburton needs to get 25. He's only at 10. I put Caruso to make 3 threes. However, CGA and Neesmith have already hit the 2 and 3 threes that I needed from them. So
Okay.
I'm 2 out of 5 so far.
Okay, so I think all 3 of us are going home moneyless tonight.
Yeah, it seems like
But
it.
we had a good time in the break room. We had
did.
a good time in the break room tonight, right?
Yes, we did.
We had a great time here. So 3 more minutes, guys. Last call for those orders. Actually, more like 2.5 minutes. We'll go till 9:45. But before we go, I'll go ahead and I'll start doing the wrap-up portion. But if, breaks fill up, you guys are getting the credit card out, big orders come in, Alex, let me know.
Yep.
But I'll go ahead and ask you final thoughts on the night tonight.
Well, I'm glad we got the whole Shopify thing worked out.
Thank
early
goodness.
on.
And to be
Thank
honest with
goodness.
you guys, if the Shopify thing had not happened, we would have definitely done more boxes.
I think so too.
I think it's obvious there was some momentum lost, but Shopify is up and running. It's going to be up and running tomorrow. Should be a lot of fun.
However, I was really excited to see both the Josh Allen and Revis come out. I've been
Yeah.
waiting anxiously all week, especially for the Josh Allen. You guys know I've been pushing that college series
agree.
hard. So, but it was nice to see Josh Allen finally come out, man.
The Revis matches your polo.
I know. I was
I
going to
just
say
noticed that.
But we know me and colors, man. I'm usually a shade off with my guests.
A
But yeah,
little off, but close enough to matching your polo.
yeah.
Also matches that
Let me know,
ugly
Chris.
Marlins that
Chris,
Dom
I'll put
has
it on,
on.
and we can check.
So,
Oh, yeah, it does. Don.
World Series champs, good team.
boo! Mark Pryor, Kerry Wood, boo!
Look up that NLCS 2003. It was a great series.
It was not. It was not a great series. As a baseball fan, probably the worst series I've ever had as a baseball fan.
Was that the...
That was the 3-1 when the Cubs were down 3-1.
Was this the Bartman year?
Yes.
The Steve
Yeah,
Bartman year?
yes.
Oh, man, I shouldn't even have said it.
He who shall not be named.
Yeah.
That was the Bartman year. Yes, that is
That
correct.
poor guy.
So, Dom, final thoughts from you back there?
Run over here.
You're good?
Amazing show, a lot of fun as always. Can't wait to do it again. So
Yeah.
you said it, Kamen. We had a little snafu with the Shopify, but I think tomorrow be a bit busy. Good show. Always Fridays always are.
Fridays are busy.
And yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for co-hosting, producing. Great job as always. Best of job to the customers, of course. Thank you so much, guys. You make the show possible. You guys make the show fun. Get your break spots at ultimateautographs.com. Make sure you watch the shows every single day, 9, 12, 3, 6 p.m. Central Time. Plus, midnights on Friday, your debut to the UA After Dark show tomorrow night, Alex.
So pumped,
It'll be
man.
Robbie and Alex. The lights will be out. It's going to get crazy. A special series for you guys as well.
I know.
It's going to be really, really good. I mean,
So excited.
outside of maybe the Speed Flex series, the Nightlight series is the best thing we have these
Yeah.
days.
Yes,
High
agreed.
Roller too, but among the very best series we offer.
Check us out after dark tomorrow.
So it's going to be our show. Dom and I will get off the air. Could be 9:30. Could be as late as 11:30. But at midnight, guys, start at midnight. Robbie and Alex, going to be a lot of fun.
Yep.
So that'll do it for us for tonight. Have a great night, guys, and we'll see you soon.